trauma star rail? Do we need a therapy star rail? Like, do you just like having attention that you cause all this stuff to happen, no matter if it's positive or negative attention? Sweetie, you gotta work on yourself. That's all I gotta say. Saga of Primaveral Blade. The war dance ceremony is approaching, and March 7th has been invited to become Qingque and Yunli's apprentice in swordplay. As her assistant, you'll plan swordplay lessons to help her achieve victory in the eventual duel with swordplay. How many times will we repeat swordplay in this one sentence? Let us revisit the time when March 7th received a gift from her two young masters. Attempting the pair of swords made her soar with anticipation as she imagined herself becoming a chivalrous swordmaster, much like those depicted in Emersia. How about taking this opportunity to follow March 7th on her journey, mastering swordplay? Turning back the clock to when March 7th had just begun studying swordplay.
All right. Now that you're in position, Miss March, let's get this lesson started.
I'm not good at acting all master-like. Since Grandpa asked me to teach you swordplay, I won't hold back any secrets.
Oh, thank you so much, Masters! Oh, wait. Does this mean our training is only officially starting right now?
After all, we need to watch you practice for a few days before we can figure out how talented you are, right?
So, how'd I do, Master?
You're definitely talented, Miss March.
Hey, here you are. Did you hear that? These two masters just called me a swordplay genius.
I don't like that you're directly staring at me right now, but sure. That's our march, I guess.
Just wait until I go back. Everyone's going to be so wowed by my new skills.
Swordplay requires rigorous training. Before we start, Miss March, you need to find a clear reason to keep you motivated while you train. It doesn't have to be something huge, but it needs to be clear.
In other words, even though you didn't exactly choose to be our apprentice, you still need to take the initiative during this learning process.
I once had the honor of learning swordplay from a master. She asked me why I started training at such a young age, why I wielded a sword. So, for our first lesson, I'd like to ask you the same question. Miss March, why do you wield your sword?
Because y'all were bickering and then suddenly March was roped into this.
Why do I wield my sword? I wield my sword to take down my enemies. I mean, what other reason is there?
I also questioned that sword master about why she uses her sword, and she said, to vanquish my enemies, nothing more. Miss March, you gave a similar response, which shows you've got potential.
There are countless ways to take down enemies. If you just want to defeat your enemies, you can stick to your bow.
The best way to take down your enemy is with a blaster gun. I heard a hero say something like that in an Emersia. He also mentioned that sword training can push a person's physical abilities to their ultimate limit.
I think you might be following one too many movies, buddy.
Seems like you've seen your fair share of Emersia, Miss March. But if you want my opinion, if your goal is self-improvement, you'll feel just as accomplished even if you put down the sword and go back to your bow.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to his empty talk.
Oh, now I'm curious to hear what Master Yunli has to say.
Let me ask you something, March. Do you have any specific goals for learning swordplay? Like achieving a certain ranking in the war dance, or maybe you want to defeat someone, like Qingque, or me.
Who do I want to defeat? Him?
What?
Dan Heng? Himeko? Or Mr. Yang?
Why am I the first person?
If you can't think of anyone specific, why not set a simpler goal? Like, how many opponents do you want to defeat at once with a sword?
How is that any simpler?
I'll fight 10.
10?
Oops, that just slipped out. It's actually another line from an Emersia.
She was like, I'm watching too many movies, that's what's happening. Well, you're into Emersias, huh?
Yeah, I really like them. So what?
I mean, I'm not judging, but also, like, this is real life, homie. Like...
I think I figured out what's motivated March to learn swordplay.
Could it possibly be Emersia about sword masters?
Hey, now that you mention it, that actually makes sense. I'm super interested in Xianzhou immersion and novels. Even though I use a bow, almost all the great heroes in those immersia use swords. So I want to be a sword master too.
So she said, I saw this in a movie, I want to replicate it, therefore.
See?
Well, sounds like you've developed a stereotype about heroes.
It doesn't matter. Everyone has their own preferences.
Becoming a sword master who fights for justice and battles evil? Well, that's definitely a good reason to keep you motivated in swordplay training.
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters. Remember, you'll need to tap the table a few times with your fingers.
Wait, that's such a Kanto thing specifically. Wait, like the just tapping to show thanks? Like that's a dim sum thing, like 100%.
Tea ceremony? Tap the table? Do we have to be so serious about accepting an apprentice for the first time?
Please? That's how those heroes in the immersia show their respect.
She's like, please, I want to do the whole cosplay, the song and dance, everything. I mean, if you're in the location, might as well. Let's play along with the tea ceremony thing.
Play along?
Let's just stop wasting time. Just treat us to some milk tea. And then we can start our real swordplay training.
That's
okay?
true friendship right there, getting some milk tea together.
Yeah! Alright, let's go. To the Sleepless Earl.
Yanji's like, I don't want boba. Well, you're the party pooper, buddy. I want boba. I cannot believe the way she starts this off is by getting boba.
Hey, this is not how it's supposed to be, right? The Xianzhou is known for its tea culture and hospitality, but you're not treating me like a guest at all. Seriously, am I not a guest?
Oh my god, why are you here?
Dear guest.
Please go away.
Stop! Don't call me a guest. You're not even treating me as one. I want my tea just right. Not too hot, not too cold, but the tea you served was either freezing or scalding. Is this how you treat your guest on the Xianzhou?
Bro,
How fantastic!
Can I, like, throw you on a star skip to, like, be gone? Like, please. The entitlement is crazy.
Your tea tastes like slop, and you even have the nerve to charge me for it. Are you trying to scam honest folks?
Can you just leave?
And that name, the Sleepless Earl. It's so hard to remember. How about we give you a new plaque that says Xianzhou Slop? It suits this place better, don't you think?
Why is it that guy again? I want to kick his butt. I want to kick his butt 100%.
Stop! You've gone too far.
Oh, who's that trying to be a hero?
Oh, you see my face? You want to run now, or you want to bark for me, buddy?
It's me, March 7th. Cause more trouble and I'll show you who your mommy is.
Wait, what?
Wait, that sounded lame. Hey, say something for me.
She's March 7th, the sword champion of the Astral Express.
That's right! I'm the sword champion!
Never heard of you. Now scurry back to wherever you crawled out from.
Okay, the only person that's crawling is you, the one that's barking.
Mr. Scott, I'm Yenqing, a Cloud Knight lieutenant. We've met before, and I suggest you stop causing trouble.
Trouble? Ha! I'm just giving some feedback as a regular customer. The tea here is terrible, and now the Cloud Knights want to stop me from complaining about it? At this rate, who would want to ever come here for tea in the future?
A regular customer? You?
Yeah, what else would I be? The Xianzhou's prisoner?
Anyway, if you're trying to bully this young lady, you'd better watch out for the weapon in my hand.
Huh? Oh, that really scares me. Come on, you're not seriously trying to take my life with that piece of scrap metal, are ya?
Scrap metal that's sharp enough will take your life, I'm just saying.
Scrap metal? This is my sword! I'm here to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Sword play? Oh, I get it now. It's just another kind of play, right? That explains why you're dressed like you're in a show. You're not even from the Xianzhou, so why bother learning their sword play? If you're feeling unsafe, I can sell you an IPC mech.
Hello, first of all, not the plug. Second of all, like, if you're gonna go and experience a culture, you're not gonna, like, I don't know, indulge yourself in the culture itself? Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Homie's a colonizer, that's all I gotta say. Homie? You know who it is? Homie would be the type of person to go to another country and just eat, like, American fast food, if you have access to, like, American fast food, right? Like, not even, like, the regional stuff. Like, I'm not even talking about, like, oh, you get this special type of, like, regional fast food that's only found in this location. No. Homie would order, like, the regular stuff that he could order at home, but, like, in an entirely different location. I don't like you.
As if anyone wants your junkyard scrap mechs.
Your mechs are only good for show. March 7th can cut through your mechs with a single slash.
Oh, how marvelous! How about you show me then? Well, guess it's time to show these bumpkins something serious.
A few IPC mechs respond and appear near Sleepless Earl, and more Xianzhou passerbys stop to watch.
Just a reminder, IPC members, street fighting on the Xianzhou Lafu is prohibited.
Make any funny moves, and I'll smash that scrap metal.
Hey, relax. I know the rules. These are my subordinates. They got stuck here because of the transport ship incident, and they need to vent their frustration. In the end, it's all the Xianzhou's fault.
Oh my god, not taking accountability for your own actions? That's crazy.
Well, I could overlook the terrible tea, but now that you're questioning my security, I can't let it slide. After all, I have a courier business to run, and with so many clients watching, that just wouldn't look too good now, would it? Instead of wasting your life learning useless swordplay, why not invest in our civilian mechs? You'll have your master kneeling and begging for mercy in no time.
Okay, who was the one kneeling and begging and barking on the floor last time? It wasn't us. I'm just saying.
Stop! Don't you dare insult Xianzhou swordplay like that! If you have the guts, I'll show your mechs what I can do.
Huh? A fight, you say? Now that you've thrown down the gauntlet, March 7th, I feel I'm obliged to accept your challenge. Say whatever you want, but once you've seen what our mechs can do, you'll be practically begging us for them.
Okay, let's make a bet.
Oh, come on! How could I say no to a bet?
It's all or nothing.
So, I can see you're no master yet, March, but I'll play fair. You go back and learn swordplay from your teachers here, and in 15 days, I'll come find you and challenge you with my mechs.
Only 15 days? All right. Fine.
So if we win, what do we do?
And if you lose, you'll have to bark like a dog
Again?
in public and shout, "Xianzhou swordplay is a total joke!" You'll stand at the entrance of Our Room Alley and say it to everyone passing by.
We're doing this again? Remember last time?
Oh, and if that's the case, just forget about your master and become my apprentice instead. I'll teach you how to pilot a mech.
And if I win?
I'll become your apprentice?
I would rather not have that, actually.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't like you.
Oh my god, Marge! Look at you.
Okay, how about this? If I lose, I'll squeal like a pig in public and say, IPC mechs are a total joke! And I'll even print that on every mech on the transport ship. Deal?
We're going with different animals this time? Feel like this has happened before. So he just changed barking to squealing, and that's supposed to be a different story. Actually, you're so right.
Squealing isn't enough. You also need to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl and take back what you said about Xianzhou swordplay.
Fine, I get it. But you've got to actually beat me with that little scrap of metal first. You all heard it, right? We'll meet again in 15 days. Let's go.
I see we have repeated the same storylines again.
I'm still worried about the owner. Let's go check on her.
Ugh. Those IPC guys just want to pick on an easy target so they can promote their scrap metal. So typical.
The Xianzhou and IPC signed a trade agreement, so those IPC people won't dare to cause any trouble. But, I mean, a bet like this is quite unexpected. The
Ooh,
Xianzhou...
sorry, Yanqing. I meant to talk to Mengming.
Are you okay?
Yes. Thank you all for your timely help. The shop facing a bit of flack from visitors is a minor issue, but Miss March's decisions to challenge him is serious. I feel responsible as if the shop has inconvenienced you.
Don't worry. I can't stand by and watch someone be bullied. I have to stand up against injustice, no matter what.
Not only do you speak like a hero from an immersia, but you also have a kind heart. Your charisma has completely won me over, Miss March.
I'm not quite a hero. Yet.
I
Aw.
know you're here for the tea ceremony. Please come inside.
Thanks for the invitation, but right now, I just want to focus on practicing swordplay. Masters, let's save the tea for later.
Sure, the tea can wait for now. However, I have a question, Miss March. How confident are you about the bet you just made?
I don't think March is confident enough.
Come on! How could I possibly lack confidence? You believe in me, right, Masters?
What do you think, Master Yanqing?
I think you already know the answer, Master Yunli.
I don't see any issue with it. Let March give it a shot. As long as she trains diligently, I believe she can easily deal with that hunk of IPC scrap metal.
As long as she trains diligently.
I'm now filled with determination, Masters. I'll learn swordplay well and teach that guy a lesson. You're my most trusted friend. You'll be my assistant teacher and make sure I learn swordplay properly.
3 teachers and 1 apprentice. Do I get paid as assistant teacher, actually?
Hey, when have I ever treated you poorly?
Do we want a list?
Masters, Mr. Teaching Assistant, let's go back and start the training now. That IPC guy will show up in 15 days. I've got to become a sword master by then.
Becoming a sword master in a mere 15 days is quite challenging.
But we can't lose our momentum, Master Yunli.
Momentum alone will only keep you going for about 3 days. If you really want to stick with it, you need a solid plan.
Shockingly, I did not take Yunli for the planning type.
No worries. I found my professional teaching assistant to help me organize the lessons, so there won't be any problems.
I am a glorified secretary. How can you be so sure about me?
Because I trust you. Even if my masters have doubts, they'll trust your judgment.
Miss March is really passionate about learning swordplay, and now she has a clear goal in mind. That's a good thing for her. There are many ways to defeat villains, but if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. I hope you will always remember this, Miss March.
Got it. It's all etched into my memory.
Since you've got that in mind, it's time for me to set some targets for you.
Please go ahead, Master Yunli.
We'll have 3 exams during these 15 days. If you pass our tests, those pieces of IPC scrap won't stand a chance. But if you fail,
That would mean Yun Li is a terrible teacher.
Oh
And if
my
that's
God.
the case, I hope you won't force yourself to take on the challenge, Miss March.
hey, you are the terrible teacher here.
Oh my god, how did we get back to this?
I understand. In the immersia, the disciple and the master share both honor and disgrace. If the apprentice fails, the master loses face too.
Well, there aren't that many customs on the Xianzhou. I'm just worried about you getting hurt.
But as long as you practice diligently and pass the tests, we'll feel confident about your duel. Now, let's go back to the first question I asked you. I'm sure you found a reason to wield your sword, right, Miss March?
Absolutely! I wield my sword to become a hero! I want to fight for justice, punish the wicked, and make them quiver in fear and run away when they see me!
I am living for Confident March.
Then keep that fire burning and learn with all your heart.
You haven't said much, Mr. Teaching Assistant. Any suggestions before we officially start training?
When have I ever yapped? Mastery of the sword trumps all, or friends on the road bring twists of fate? I feel like friends on the road bring twists of fate.
What, twists? Like the ones in those Swordmaster novels? But I wonder what kind of unexpected twists I'll encounter.
Accidentally consume a divine elixir, bump into a lonely ghost, lock an ingenious enigma, receive a guidance from a sage. I think that these are all reference to something. What about an elixir?
It'd be pretty awesome if that actually happened. That's enough chit-chat for now. Don't forget to keep an eye on my swordplay practice.
Oh, passed the first sword trial. Plan lessons. What? As a swordplay assistant, you'll be arranging March 7's swordplay sessions and helping her with mastering sword moves to prepare her to defeat Scott in 15 days. Miss March, the key to mastering the sword lies in understanding various sword moves. Cut the fluff. Let March let hands on and learn a few sword moves directly. Oh, what is this? This is just a map of stickers or something. Swordplay is the very essence of all sword moves that can unleash immense power in combat. Let's start by setting tiny goal. Learning the sword move Cutting Cold. What? Okay. So this is like the plan. Can I plan more than one? No. Okay, so I have to go along a different path. Set this swordplay as your learning goal, and you can check the required stat for mastering it here. You can boost your stats by setting up target training lessons. Practice exactly what you need to improve. Strength training? D-Ting! March, hang in there! Woof! It's only 2 D-Tings! Nice work. I'll add one more for you. No! I love this comic art style! Oh! You're holding nothing at all! Woof. What was that just now? It's me! Woof! You're lying! $999.6, $999.7, $999.8, 10,000! You've only swung like 5 times. You took the beat. One must lose something. I don't know. I didn't see. Goop made lens to Wu-Wong. Wu-Wong tends to Tongren. Tongren lends to Dayu. You keep muttering those words. Do you even know what they mean? Absolutely not.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Oh my god, she got hella buff. Training will consume mood. If my mood isn't good, efficiency will also decrease. Balancing work and rest is crucial. Click here to schedule an excursion to restore mood. Okay. So, we have to schedule rest times. Okay, you know what? We vibe with that. What should we do?
Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
I should probably balance everything, right? Like, I didn't do the other ones. So,
All
let's do...
swords and no play makes March a dull girl, you know.
Will that put me on 40? And then one training in... Which one am I doing? Shielding. Yes, seems fine. Oh, I can do another one? Companion assist.
I'll fight 10!
Sword play sessions can take a lot of time. Click here to speed up the passage of time. But I just had milk tea! Ah, Master, help! Milk teas aren't heavy. But I drank that one was full of sugar! What's wrong with sugar? Grace and intent on a crane? Might in form of a tiger? Tiger crane, do a fist dance! Master, hurry up, I can't get the camera. I can't hold it any longer. Okie dokie, now let's continue with training. Oh my god, I love all this art. Nearing the war dance, many unfamiliar travelers appear in the Starscape Haven. A disheveled, unkept old man calls March 7th. He observes her extraordinary physique and is persistent in hawking the martial arts secret manuals. But the old man has a rule. Only one manual may be sold. At this moment, March 7th's choice is...
How should I go about this?
Ooh. And we don't have a lot of dexterity right now, so...
I don't think so.
Mr. Cian has his own bookstore, yet he always comes to Starscape Haven to perform storytelling. He truly loves his craft. Whether it was tales of sword-wielding heroes or historical epics, March 7 listened with great interest, cheering from time to time. This greatly encouraged Mr. Cian, who, without realizing it, talked until nightfall, his voice growing hoarse. Mr. Cian cannot resist being praised. Amazing, Mr. Cian! One more! Come one, come all, don't miss out! The gong goes sound and the shows abound! Today's showstopper, Plastic Smasher! I've never heard of this! Can plastics really bring benefits to training? Master, your top concern should be me!
I learned so much today. Well done, me.
I love her little self-motivation things. This is so cute. Wait, now what do I do? Is there anything I can upgrade? Do I just need more power right now? Like, I'm not sure what's the best method, because we have a ton of strength. Oh, I should just be training strength. This is like the requirements or something, right? We do that, and then strength, and then excursion, and then strength. That seems like the best. March and you are all invited by Gwyneth to the Exalting Sanctum Plaza to watch her perform. Gwyneth has genuine talent. The simplicity in her performance speaks volumes. The elaboration is never overdone. March 7th falls silent as tense moments and cheers at exciting ones, completely immersed in the performance. March, you want to try? Alright, please lie down right here and I'll smash this boulder on your chest! Go big, big to Woo Young! Woo Wong Lisa Red. Okay, I think we've seen this one. Too bad we can't skip specific ones. Okay, we've also seen this one. How fast does it go? Okay, so it starts with the next one.
So much today. Well done, me.
Oh, but I like the little flavor text. I just need a little bit more strength training. Then excursion, so that I'm well rested before tomorrow.
Let's do this.
Okay, so it repeats over and over again. Martial challenge has been sent to the Palace of Astrum's rear garden. March 7th's daily sword training has garnered the attention of the Laofu Folk Swordsmanship Association, self-named. They will dispatch their prize student to challenge the rising martial arts star March 7th. And who is that? The local association had no class at all. Yunli gets marched to make the utmost preparations. On the eve of the duel, March 7 decides...
What do you recommend?
I think going to bed is a good idea.
Good.
That's enough training for today.
I'm 1 point off? That's crazy.
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know. It's a float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right?
Sure?
That's boxing, but close enough, I guess.
Rio, is that you?
Grasping the basics is crucial to mastering swordplay, Miss March. Focus on wielding your sword properly, making your thrusts swift and strikes brisk.
And parries should be fluid and nimble. Got it.
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips on the basics to help her better understand them. Neglecting the basics will only make you vulnerable in a fight, even for an extraordinary sword master like you, Yunli.
Just focus on your teaching. Why bring me into this?
Because this is still a competition, my guy.
What? Didn't General Huoyan offer you any guidance?
Looks like your general hasn't told you to stop hopping around like a sparrow in a fight, huh?
Can we save the seminar for later?
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay, and now it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Unsheath your swords and show me what you've got, March.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
The sword trial must be completed by March 7th alone. The entire battle will proceed automatically and no assistance from teammates is allowed. Oh, what? The higher March 7th sword art ascension ranks, the easier will be to pass the trial. Successfully completing the trial will enhance her stats and restore her mood. Okay. So I don't control anything. Like anything. Okay, I'm literally 1 point off, which is crazy.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Oh, she's not doing too bad.
Azure
Oh, there are
Dragon,
more.
White Tiger,
Okay.
less carbs. Watch this!
I love that. Just like, you wanted a chance to not do auto? No, you can never have auto right now.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Not very.
Oh, she go twice? Her speed is crazy. Miss March, this is undoubtedly an exceptional talent in swordplay. Hey, that's good.
Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah. Well done. You passed with flying colors.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me.
Don't get too cocky. You still have 2 more tests to go.
Ah, jeez, you sound just like those parents on the Xianzhou. Can't I get some praise now?
Getting an I'm proud of you? That's crazy. You're amazing, March. You've mastered the basics.
I couldn't have done it without my masters and you, Mr. Teaching Assistant.
I wanted that to be sarcastic. I guess it wasn't sarcastic.
So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
You already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yunli, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
Yunli's... right.
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I'm showered with praise, just so you know.
Maybe you'd stand a chance if you used your bow. When you're taking a break, the mechs are still training. Our March can totally crush those mechs, even with one hand tied behind her back. Okay, I think... Well, when you're taking a break, the mechs are still training is very guilt-trippy. And it's just like, you need to constantly be working, which is not true. I think you would actually do better if you were using your bow instead of a sword.
Wait, are you saying my swordplay still isn't good enough?
Perhaps.
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby, but now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yunli?
That's
Don't worry, Miss
crazy.
March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
That's crazy.
Oh, don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics, because that's your best shot at winning. After every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword maintenance. Let's go, Miss March. Today, I'll follow the General's example as a way of acknowledging your progress.
Aww.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Moments later, in a dark corner on the Luofu.
So, have you found any information about her?
Huh?
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think this bet's a bit too risky?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the Strategic Investment Department? Do they ever make safe bets?
Okay, but one of them literally has a god on their side, so...
She thinks she can fool me by flying under the radar? You there! Get me the most powerful mech we've got!
Understood. Checking the inventory now.
Now I'm curious to see what this 15-day crash course apprentice is really capable of.
Oh, plan the second trial. Okay. 4 days until sword trial. What do I need to improve, though? Because I have a lot of attack. My attack is fine, but, like, what about everything else? March's progress is already incredible. Already qualified to fully master cutting cold. Of course! Let me fully grasp it!
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
The next goal is to build on this move and learn the next level of swordplay. Oh, I totally get it! That's my new learning goal! What about the other trees, though? They not required for anything? Like, what about defense or agility and this other stuff, actually? I can't unlock any of them? They just aren't here? Like, I have to do attack? Like, only? Well, I guess I'm strength training, which is crazy. Let's do 2, an excursion, and then train again. Wait, can I do... How much if I do 3? And then we can start with rest tomorrow, right? Wait, I need more... what does acuity mean? Yeah, let's go with that. I love the art. It's so pretty.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
March 7th is frustrated about how to improve her swordplay, but then encounter a familiar figure. Huh? HuoHuo! Long time no see, Trailblazer Miss March 7th. Long time still busy busting ghosts recently. There are fewer Heliobus-related jobs than before, though they've been replaced with other matters, including my voice, I suppose, because both Tails' voice actor and HuoHuo's actor have been replaced, unfortunately. It's been a while. What are you two doing here? I'm taking a break at Starskiff Haven, just watching the Starskiff sail one by one. It's really relaxing. Being a Tendler's commission judge is pretty stressful too, I bet. Too? Have you run into something that's been weighing heavily on your mind, Miss March 7th? I've started picking up Sancho's swordplay, so there's been more academic stress and social stress. You elaborate on the matter of the upcoming duel between March 7th and the IPC busybody. I think I get the gist of it. It's not easy trying to master a school swordplay in such a short time, no matter how March 7th is stressed out. I know some evil warding swordplay, so if you need some help... Heh, you can't even hold your sword out steady. Don't you think you're overestimating your skills? Sure, I can't hold it steady, but I'm better than you. You don't even have hands. She's kind of right about that, actually. Oh, but the timid fry's got a sharp tongue. If you were in the what dance ring, I'd possess you. You'd have to try really hard to lose that brat from the seed of divine foresight. Can Yanqing hear this, actually? Master Yanqing is really powerful. You sure you aren't just blowing smoke, Mr. Tail? As long as I possess someone of extraordinary caliber and absorb that person's memories and emotions, I can master the exact same technique. Isn't that the fastest way to do it if you want to learn the brat's swordplay? Oh no! I want to do the seal! I guess your desire to help your friend is only worth this much, huh? Damn! Okay, Tail. Oh, it's okay. Whoa. Thank you both for looking out for me. Trailblazer, I wonder what you think about this shortcut. Time is tight. It's a good idea to borrow a save file. I mean, does this choice matter? Save file? When you put it that way, it sounds like asking to borrow a hardcore player's save file, but once Mr. Tail leaves, I'd be left empty-handed. You also think it's a bad idea, right, Miss March? Bah! And here I was trying to be nice. Even if you won, I wouldn't help you now. Damn. Miss Madame Hanya sent over a zombie case. Looks like break time's over. We'll talk again, Miss March. Catch you later. HuoHuo scuttles off in a hurry. After giving it some thought, I think there's something to be gleaned from Mr. Tail's suggestion. When I see HuoHuo again, I should ask for more advice from both her and Mr. Tail. Oh, okay. What advice do you need? HuoHuo will provide 2 assists every day. What will she do? What does she do? Oh, is that the assistant thing? During sword training, March 7th can receive assistance from companions, enhancing the efficiency of her training and excursion. Oh. Starting today, I too will help Miss March with the sword training. Please choose the assist effect. Increases tenacity, training, or strength. I feel like strength is what we need. Look! Training or excursion activities that satisfy the assist effect will be highlighted. Oh, okay. So if I switch this out, because it looks like we do need tenacity now. 1, excursion. And then strength. Tenacity. Do double tenacity. I think it'll be fine, right? Will that work? Or maybe I should make her rest, because that might be better. Yeah, I think making her rest would probably be better. Sword Art Anecdote. A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. March 7th has invited HuoHuo to patrol the Fixtral Garden together. As they're walking, HuoHuo suddenly disappeared. March decides to return to the pavilion and station immediately. At least there are spearfarers there. The quieter the place, the more likely one would hear strange noises. March 7th perks up her ears intently.
What do you recommend?
Acuity 5. Sounds like an old granny setting up a shop to sell soup. Sounds like she can hear her own voice. Let's go with Acuity 10. Miss March, don't drink that soup! There we go. I'm gonna have to boost sword, I think. Increases mood consumption by 200 and efficiency by 400 when training for the first time. Increases the next training efficiency after performing excursion by 100%. If I break it out with 2, right? Consumption by 200. Efficiency by 400 when training for the first time. So technically I can do 2 with this one instead of just 1. Right? If I have 2 excursions. But do I need 2 excursions? I don't think I need 2 excursions. So do that. No, I think I need 2 excursions. There's no way. Let's do that. Do an excursion. Then train again. Or, we take the excursion. No, if I do that, that's not gonna be enough. Take the train double excursion, and then... Oh, but it's still 1. Damn, no matter what, it's going to be 1. So, let me do the first one. That seems like better. And do tenacity. And then training. There we go.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
March 7th then gave up on letting the Heliobi absorb emotions in the exchange for sword skills. Just then, HuoHuo is leaving because of a certain zombie-related case. It's Trailblazer, and Miss March 7 too! HuoHuo, why do you look so dazed? We found 2 zombies near Fixel Garden recently. Well, zombie might not be the right word. The victims had no Heliobus traces on them, nor obvious external injuries, but they kept repeating some strange behavior. How interesting! Miss March 7, please don't patronize me. Well, must be the side effect from being scared silly. That's entirely possible, but have I ever acted so strangely? You run super fast. This matter's probably not that simple. Just like when you and Trailblazer formed the ghost hunting squad, let's analyze this together. Next up, let's just have resident expert HuoHuo introduce the case. Okay. Something might click if we put our brains together. The first victim is a Warden's combat registrant. Their muscles were rigid when they were discovered, their arms were stretched out in front of them, and they were muttering all sorts of exercise rhymes. The second victim is also a Warden's combat registrant. He was a former Cloud Knight proficient in the spear, who was discovered practicing pole vaulting with his spear. The victims have something in common. They're both war dance contestants, and it appears the culprit is expressly choosing war dance contestants as their target. The mistake to look for similarities on the victims? I don't think so, but you're also a participant. Maybe you should be careful, you know? So, I'll be the next target then? You should give the analysis a rest first and let us finish talking. Besides the fact that they were participants, they also had similar characteristics. They're both fools who went to Fixtrol Garden to poke around after reading the messages in the Laofu Ghostly Grove. These messages believed that Fixtrol's Garden Vendril Bloom would temper their skills, and decided to train here before their matches started, in some attempt to harness the worldly energies absorbed there. People still believe this mumbo-jumbo in this day and age? Yes. Actually? Yes. Finally, these two were shooed home by the Ten Lords Commission Spiritfarer on duty, Uncle Jiu. They started acting funny the following day. Must be a heliobus then. I'm also guessing it's an escaped heliobus that's up to no good. Why is it always the heliobi though? I think I've seen a similar story in the Sanshou Immersial. Does this Uncle Jiu have two disciples and one of them got bitten by a zombie and the other one got charmed by a female ghost? Or Uncle Jiu has no disciples? Cut down on your immersion addiction and touch some grass! There is no way Tail just yelled at March to go touch grass when all she's been doing is touching grass. That's crazy. But since you want to join the war dance, you must be careful. Don't forget to contact me if anything happens. Good luck, HuoHuo. Hope you can catch the culprit and close the case soon. Goodbye. HuoHuo scuttles off in a hurry. If that heliobus targets war dance contenders on purpose, Trailblazer, how about we try our luck at Fixtrol Garden when we got time? We might also be able to help HuoHuo. Midnight Paranormal Hunt is now available as an excursion. Okay. So it's like randomized or something, or do I have to choose? Dexterity training or rewards gained from Midnight Paranormal Hunt. I feel like this is going to be more prominent. Like, yay! Starting from today, we can go on Midnight Paranormal Hunt together in Fixtrol Garden. Midnight Paranormal Hunt not only restores our mood, but also increases our strength and tenacity stat. That helps, like, a lot. Oh, but it doesn't do as much, mood, I guess. Let's do tenacity training, and then another excursion? Nah, we can do another training.
If you keep upping the training, I'm gonna start skipping class.
Not the I'm gonna start skipping class is crazy. Then we can do that, right? That works, because then we get both things on there. Ooh.
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
I unlocked a new one. Okay. Not met yet. That's fine. 12 out of 2. I don't know. I will just follow along. This is guided tour. Like, it will figure it out. Sword art anecdote. A day spent sword art training is always full of interesting stories. An ancient painting has suddenly appeared in Fixtral Garden's long corridor. Oh. The painted screen seems to beckon travelers into the painting. An observer HuoHuo reads the inscription. 10 years in the painting, 1 day out of it. That probably means time flows differently inside the painting.
How should I go about this?
For 5 years of sword training in the painting, only half a day would go by outside of it. The person in the painting says, March 7th thinks about it. 5 years of doing nothing but practicing swordsmanship. I'll tie a rope around myself and enter the painting to explore. Such an ominous object should be put to the torch quickly. I think... What our tenacity is a little low. Let's go with that. Be smart about it. Listen, if it's like a Mario Odyssey... No, Mario 64 kind of painting, I think it'll be fine, right?
I learned so much today.
Okay, so we have enough. We just need strength. After improving the training level, training effects will also be improved. I don't think I have enough attack.
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be testing your ability to defeat enemies with unconventional moves.
Oh, okay. What does that
Grandpa
mean?
always said that everything can be a sword, and that there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in this vast world. If you want to defeat your opponent, you'll need your own secret move.
Huh. Okay. What would her secret move be?
Speaking of secret moves, I've prepared some flaming potent tea.
What is that actually? Is it just, I don't know, perhaps a tea with Julian chili peppers or something?
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arumali?
You got it! I saw this immersia where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he managed to defeat his father's murderer with his drunken swordplay.
Good example. Do you know how to do that drunken swordplay?
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
That's not how it works in real life, Miss March.
Do you have any other tricks up your sleeve?
Absolutely. I've learned a lot from my adventures.
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay moves.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords and give it everything you've got.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
Okay, so it's the automaton. I'm not excited. It'll be fine, right? Right? Everything will be okay. I don't have to worry about anything. Definitely not anything, perhaps.
Azure Dragon, White
Red
Tiger,
Tiger,
Left
Nice
Card,
Card.
watch this!
Commencing pacification.
Oh, I get it!
I forget she has that, like, bonus attack, too.
Yeah!
She has way more defense, right? So we'll be fine. Ooh, her health is getting really low, actually. Oh, we're fine. We're good. Okay, I didn't need to worry about March at all. Absolutely no worries. March, your sword is also cheering for you. Oh, look at her little chibi. Woo! That's a boost.
Phew, that was tough.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, but the way you've blended them into your swordplay was impressive. It's like you've developed your own unique style, Miss March. So, I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Li's encouragement, but it seems like it's paid off.
Well, well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
Thank you both for your guidance. So, did I pass the test?
Without a doubt. You aced it.
We're just, you know, the main characters or whatever.
Awesome! Hey, Mr. Teaching Assistant. Isn't it about time you showered me with praise?
I'll save the praise for when you pass the next test.
No saving allowed. Let's keep it relevant. This time's for now, next time's for later. No IOUs on praise.
You're amazing, March. You learned your own secret move.
I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
General Qingque once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders.
I mean, you can learn a lot of things just by doing a variety of stuff, so I also agree with this, actually.
Actually, I was once convinced by Guinifin into swallowing a sword. That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Maybe around 30 or 40%?
You don't seem as confident as you were last time. What's up?
Well, I've gained a deeper understanding of swordplay, and I'm more aware of my own strengths now. By the way, in those Immersia stories, the sword masters always hide their true strength before a decisive battle.
Yep, and those who boast they'd win usually end up losing.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay. But you did pretty well. Milk tea is on me today.
Treats! Yay!
Yeah!
Moments later, in a dark corner on the Laofu.
The progress report on the nameless girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Scott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have other important tasks to do? It feels like a bit of a waste of time to keep tabs on some random girl's swordplay training.
A waste of time? No! This is about safeguarding the reputation of the IPC and the honor of the Amber Lord. Are you saying that March 7th can actually take down an Arumaton from the Artisanship Commission with a sword? Come on, an Arumaton is no match for our state-of-the-art mechs. Go and strengthen our mechs even further. I refuse to believe that little sliver of metal can actually challenge our cutting-edge technology.
But the armor's already pretty thick.
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more. If I lose face, it's like losing face for the IPC and the Ember Lord. Can we afford to let that happen?
Understood.
I don't think he understands. Also, is this Paul Castro Jr.'s voice? I can't tell. Pass the final sword trial. We got this. You'll be fine. Ooh. Boxier Tailspin. Additionally, increases strength and tenacity when performed for the first time, or increases mood consumption. Let's do that. So, strength and tenacity are boosted. That'll be fine, and then I can do an excursion afterwards. Right? There you go.
Let's do this!
A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. March 7th has been invited by several spiritfarers to play a spirit summoning game. In the eyes of the Ten Lords Commission staff, spirit summoning is nothing but a game of superstition that tests the tenacity of physical. But after March 7th asks how she can improve her sword skills, the Spiritfarers slyly begin to nudge the planchette ever so slightly. March 7th decides to obtain the answer that she wants.
How should I go about this?
Ooh, so I can split it between dexterity and strength or put it all into strength. I'm stronger than you.
That's enough training for today.
Ooh,
I
look at
need
that
time
boost.
to absorb everything. Wonder what I'll run into today.
After helping HuoHuo gather evidence relating to the zombie case, March 7th thinks the culprit is hidden inside of Fixtral Garden. Oh, wait, we're going there? Like, actually? To help HuoHuo resolve the zombie case, you and March 7th arrive at Fixtral Garden in the middle of the night. The Heliobus is focused specifically on attacking war dance contestants. Whoa, this is amazing! You got spiritual light gushing out of your crown. To have the physique of a martial prodigy at such a young age. You're a martial genius who only appears once in a century. You should stop lavishing in praises on March 7th. She might actually believe you. Huh? What do you mean, huh? I was born a martial genius! As long as you let me attach on to you, your core meridians will be instantly activated, allowing you to gain a century's worth of effort in no time. Victory at the war dance will be a cakewalk. Ha! Trying to appeal to my competitive spirit? No, can't do! Stop cowering in the shadows and show yourself! Oh! You're a purple one. Fine, you got me. Honestly, though, I'm a master of all the martial arts across all schools. Just let me touch your head and I'll be able to impart all of my skills to you in a blink of an eye. At what price? I don't suppose it's becoming a zombie and sputtering gibberish, is it? Forget it! I'm not learning any of that! You don't want to? I'm afraid that's not up to you. I give my lessons free of charge, and you have no choice but to learn them. All March 7th can see before her is darkness. Countless martial arts of myriad unarmed styles all surging in her mind. Is this the same Heliobi that possessed Yanqing that one time? Unfortunately, though, not a single move is related to swordplay. Oh, don't tell me it's the other type of swordplay. Oh no, March! Ah! Fear not, Miss Harch. Here I come. I was almost too late. Thank goodness you were here, HuoHuo. Has that overly enthusiastic Heliobus been subdued? Yes, I subdued that vagrant Heliobus in the Lumber Gourd. Ugh, suddenly can't move my arms and legs. I'll apply a talisman on you, and then you need to have a good rest. Sometime later. I think I've gotten to the bottom of the zombie mystery. This Heliobus preyed on competitive will of contestants to challenge all its martial mantras into their minds. How to raise your arms and legs, how to move your body, infiltrate information surging in your mind non-stop. A pity we're not like Heliobi. Such a massive magnitude of information will only overload our minds and render us immobile. So the body can't keep up with the mind. While it was just for a short time, I felt like I could see everything, hear everything, but I couldn't do a single thing. Oh, she was tripping. That's what's happening. So, is this what it means when the body can't keep up with the mind? Now that you've recovered, I should be getting back to seal this Heliobus. We'll meet again. Goodbye, HuoHuo! HuoHuo scuttles off in a hurry. I was thinking about spending some time with HuoHuo today, but she's got stuff to do. Let's chat again next time. It's draining being possessed by a Heliobus. Let's go grab something tasty to eat. But that's my type of treat. Let's go. After possession, it's time for food. HuoHuo's assist effects have been advanced. Oop, 3 days left. Okay. Strength training. Or increases the next training's efficiency after performing an excursion. Let's go with that, because I actually need to do an excursion and then do strength training and then do another excursion. Can I do this one? and then do another strength training. Right? That works. So it's double boosted. Oh, look at that. 500. Perfect. I am so set. Midnight Paranormal Hunt, excursion by 100%, or tenacity training. Ew, I don't know. I think this might be better. Oh, I have new stuff? Oh, I have so much stuff.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
Can I do this then? What's this one? 7th attack. Both of them have March 7th's attack. HP and HP. Okay. Think that might be the best option? Oh, another one? March 7th and HuoHuo ran into a pompous heliobus at Foxsum Tomb. I was once brought to justice for slaying countless people. The heliobus appears to be reminiscing its netherworld memories. If the both of you can retrieve the treasured sword forged by my friend 6 centuries ago, I would be willing to lend my aid. With such an epic swordmaster aiding one's cause, surely no opponent would be left alive.
What do you recommend?
Possess me then. That's a terrible idea. But I get 40 strength? I have enough.
Okay.
At least I had enough energy for that. My stats are so good right now, except for literally dexterity and acuity.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
March 7th was possessed and paralyzed by a heliobus that liked to teach people. Thankfully, HuoHuo arrived to save her. The Ten Lords Commission has sealed away that heliobus who's always eager to act as a tutor. It won't be harming anyone anymore. The war dance participants who fell into its antics are also slowly recovering from their senses. It's all thanks to you and Trailblazer that this many Heliobi wars have been quelled. Thanks to you too, HuoHuo! No wonder you're a Ten Lords Commission judge. You had something you wished to say last time. It's about what Mr. Tails said that the memories of swordplay practice could be channeled into me. I have to admit, I was the teeniest bit tempted. Just a tiny bit. My idea's pretty decent, huh? I wanted to have Mr. Tail help me out then to at least learn a move or two, but I was too embarrassed to admit it. No one can withstand the temptation of a shortcut. You also rejected industrial learning. Luckily, HuoHuo is too busy to let you have your way. Honestly, luckily, HuoHuo is too busy. You can rephrase that to March 7th's willpower far surpasses ordinary people. If I hadn't run into that heliobus, I wouldn't have understood the sheer distance between my knowledge and mastery of swordplay. That's not a shortcut to learning swordplay at all. I very much agree with Miss March 7th on this. And I've heard of a much milder and safer method than the Garden's messengers have that can shove a non-existent swordplay memories into your mind. In that case, would you still refuse? I might still have to decline. I think that I have to put my own thought into it, experience myself to eventually learn Master Yanqing's sword and Master Yunli's sword into March 7th's sword. You make a good point there, girlie. If my journey was nothing more than a copy and paste process, I'd never be able to surpass the two masters. Sound like you had an epiphany. For me to be waxing philosophical pearls of wisdom, that should mean I've attained new heights with my swordplay. Am I right? Spouting passages from self-help books make you all enlightened now? If you really think you're all that, you should be training even harder on your swordplay. I hate that he's right, though. I've got a block of free time after attending this master, Miss March 7th. If you need help taking on Scott, come see me anytime. Mr. Tail and I will definitely help you out. Sure! Thanks, HuoHuo and Mr. Tail! HuoHuo is now guaranteed to provide rare assist effects. Okay. Ooh. Increases mood consumption by 300 and efficiency by 500. Or each action additionally increases strength and tenacity by 9 when performed for the first time. I think this is better.
Jeez, I'm exhausted. I think today should be a rest day.
Ooh, that tanked everything. Do I need tenacity? No, I need 800 of that. The fact that it bumped up by 96 is crazy. 192? Oh my god. Oh, but we're out of time.
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Scott.
What is homie's problem?
He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission, and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. He even chose Arumali as the venue. Seems like he has some connections there. However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll accept it.
But before that, you need to pass the final test. The graduation exam.
You're graduating already, March? Isn't that you don't want to teach her anymore, Master Yanqing?
No way. Master Yanqing has been great to me.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yanqing.
Oh, we're beating up Yanqing. Yanqing's still taking L's.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay, he used to personally spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths and weaknesses.
This is true.
But, Master Yanqing, facing you in a duel, do I really stand a chance?
Listen, he got his ass kicked by how many people in the Xian show at this point? You can probably do it.
How will we ever find out if you don't even try? Are you only scared because I'm your opponent, Miss March?
Unsheath your swords and get ready, Miss March. The duel starts now.
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Come on, March 7th. You got this.
I didn't realize the name was Gaze into Gnosis. Hello? Whose Gnosis are we gazing into? Oh, I got bonuses before we do that?
Another new move under my
Excuse
belt.
me while I boost this. These are certain moves beforehand, but I did it though. That's crazy. Fine, do the last one. I believe in March. March can do it. This isn't even... You're gonna make me weaker before even facing you? That's crazy. Okay, now you face me. Oh, you only have one heal. Oh my god, look. He's getting shredded, bro.
Come get me.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Damn, go March.
Not very sportsmanlike. Yeah.
Punish evil. I'm just warming up.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Awesome! Now watch this!
Cut through the ranks.
Not very sportsmanlike.
I failed.
Once again, what did I say? Yanqing taking L's. Are you saying that I'm actually a genius?
Not bad. You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh!
The tests are all over, but the real trial is just about to begin!
I get your point, but this isn't the time for deflections. Quickly, say something nice about me.
Congrats! You're now officially a member of the Best in Yonching! That's crazy!
Actually, I didn't defeat Master Yenqing.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC mechs, March.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident too.
But looking back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
What, we have a lesson of the day or something?
Yeah, I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of insights from my experiences.
To be fair, we met like one person. If you count Tail as the second person, then 2 people.
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just like Master Yunli said. Everything can be a sword. And there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in the vast world.
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Scott.
Oh, we're planning? Oh, defeat him fair and square with your sword. Maybe there's another method we can use? Possession? Wait, I'm so scared. Like, see, here would probably be the best option to be like, yeah, defeat with the power of friendship. But also, like, HuoHuo getting involved would be interesting. I don't think Heliobite can work with the weapon. Like, well, I'm thinking of, like, maybe what happens if Tail possesses, you know, the mechs. But I don't think that would work. So I'm assuming that Tail would probably possess March. But if March is already trained, then there's no reason for HuoHuo to make Tail to possess them. I hope we can see it later. I'm gonna go in March.
Yeah, I'll show Scott the power of the Sanzhou swordplay that he despises.
I remember Yenqing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to becoming the great hero you've always dreamed of?
Ah, yes, absolutely. The great hero within me is definitely up to the task.
And with the power of God and anime on my side.
Well, well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it. But I'm curious, why pick Arum Alley of all places? It's packed with tourists around, and it'd be bad if someone got hurt.
Because he is experiencing trauma and wants redemption.
Why Alroom Alley? Well, your buddy knows the answer to that.
Is it because I made you bark, buddy? Oh, poor baby. Well, this is the place that you lost a bet and barked like a dog.
I can't deny it. That fateful day left a mark on me.
The trauma is crazy.
That's why I chose this place. I want to show all those people who laughed at me that I can stand on my own 2 feet again.
Okay.
They'll be like, what? That Scott is back again? What's he got up to this time?
Why do you take that as a good thing? Is my question. Like, that sounds negative. Like, do you just like having attention? Is this trauma star rail? Do we need a therapy star rail? Is it because you want attention that you cause all this like stuff to happen, no matter if it's positive or negative attention? Sweetie, you gotta work on yourself. That's all I gotta say.
They'll see that I, Scott, who was once shamed in front of everyone, is back in Alroom Alley to restore his honor. They'll see that it won't be me squealing like a pig today, but you!
Are you even seeking revenge on the right person?
Right person? No, I want to enact revenge on the entirety of Alroom Alley.
Okay, buddy.
But then, wait, where does bullying the owner of the Sleepless Earl fit in with all of this?
Ah! Shut up!
No, your plot doesn't make any sense.
Look, I have my principles. I refuse to spend my life haunted by what happened in Owlroom Alley. Do you think I'm just some sort of IPC small fry?
Principal, these nuts. This doesn't make any sense.
I've been patient for so long, just waiting for the right moment. I don't care about proving my greatness. It's about showing everyone in Owlroom Alley that I will reclaim what was taken from me.
What, your dignity? It was gone so long ago, buddy. Spare me the lecture. You're not getting back what you lost. You should reclaim your dignity in a more respectable way.
No, you won't.
I've been keeping an eye on you. Seriously, do you really believe that you, a rookie who's only been learning swordplay for 15 days, can defeat my invincible mechs? Dream on! Enough with the talk. Let's get down to business, boys.
Once you bite the dust, you'll know what I'm capable of.
I believe in March. I got a lot of health. We'll be fine, right?
Not very sportsmanlike. Yeah. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Did you regain health? I don't think you did, actually. That's the only downside. You don't have health.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Wait, who did you hit? Oh. Damn, immediately. That's crazy. Look at her. She's so strong. Why can't my March 7 do that? I would have to build her first is probably the answer.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Awesome!
Well, that wasn't too bad. So what about the, you know, squealing like a pig, Scott?
Pathetic losers! How did you all lose to that rookie?
Hey, stop blaming others! Didn't you lose to me too?
So, does that mean I have to?
Uh-huh.
No way! This can't be happening! How could a tiny piece of scrap metal defeat the IPC's mechs? You guys must have cheated! This doesn't count! I demand a rematch!
Scrap metal, huh? The key to victory is never the weapon. It's the person wielding it!
Let's not forget our bet, buddy. Everyone in Arm Alley is waiting.
Right. I bet you're quite familiar with them, too.
Enough! Fine. I've done this before anyway. I apologize.
I cannot believe he's like, oh, I'm tired of this. I've already done this once. Let's just get this over with. That's crazy.
I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault for causing trouble and making a scene on purpose.
Uh-huh. Keep going. What happened to that squealing like a pig part?
Yeah. Don't forget the squealing.
Make him squeal! Make him squeal!
Hold on a sec. I want to get this on video.
She's so right for that.
It's happening all over again. All right, but before I squeal like a pig, there's something else I want to say. IPC mechs are a total joke. Oink! Oink, oink. Oink.
Honestly, I prefer the dog barking better.
Oink, oink. Oh.
Scott leaves the dock with his head hanging low. This brief interlude has concluded, yet March 7th's pursuit of the art of swordplay shall continue. Oh, there's multiple endings? Way of Primaveral Blade Sword Spar. March 7th is scoring up to sword fight using martial arts you learn. So I can see the other... Oh, there's other options. Is that Silver Wolf? Wait, okay. This is Qingque. I'm assuming this is HuoHuo. Is that Fei Xiao? Or Jiaoqiu? Which one of y'all? So there's multiple endings.
Master Yunli, you're teaching rocks. Shame my body can't keep up with my brain.
March 7th can complete a story using various sword art escapades. Different Xianzhou escapades, companion assists, and sword art anecdotes, and even different ways to ultimately finish the story. Each time the story is completed through a sword art escapade, March 7th will gain Trialed Insight, which will enhance her stats when she starts a new round of training. After completing the story through sword art escapades, the final rewind feature for that specific escapade will be unlocked, allowing you to quickly explore different story endings. Oh, right. If different people were to practice swordplay with you, different stories would unfold, right? I was just wondering if there was a chance to have other adventures with other buddies. This is so Persona coded. Like, look at this! It's so Persona coded. Wait, Codex Mystique, Panacea Divinis, Spiritus Ex Machina? Just hack your way out of this?
You two, we heard that Scott sent you a challenge, so we were wondering if there's anything we can do to help you defeat him. Thanks, HuoHuo. You've already been a huge help by teaching me how to use the exercising tools. Even though I've only been learning swordplay for a short time, I'm confident I can take down the IPC next. Don't mention it. It's actually me who should be thanking you, March.
But seriously, didn't he kick Scott's butt already? So why is he back again? Don't humans ever learn from their mistakes?
No, clearly.
No, Mr. Tail. There's a saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. But Scott hardly has any patience. He couldn't resist the temptation to get back at us. Still, if that's how I beat him, it'd be a little less satisfying.
Giving Scott a good beating isn't satisfying enough for you?
I can't quite put my finger on it. But it just wouldn't be satisfying enough.
I get it. Some people never learn, no matter how many times you knock them down. They'll never admit defeat or learn anything.
So, how do we get him to admit defeat?
Do you have any ideas, Mr. Tail?
Listen, kid, I'm not trying to rag on you, but you're always playing into Scott's hands with your approach. He set up these rules for a fight between his mechs and your sword, and you agreed. Then he laid out what to do if you win or lose, and you agreed again. It's basically just another one of Scott's organized sports events, and it's not even fun if you win.
Rules are made to be broken!
Hey, cut it out, kid. Just leave the cool catchphrases to me.
No, I want to, say cool lines.
I'm a Heliobus, and I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Just remove my seal, HuoHuo.
Is it really okay to remove your seal?
What's the harm? As long as you don't go snitching to that ghosty, we won't run into any trouble. Oh, just wait and see. I'll make Scott change his mind and admit defeat wholeheartedly. What do you say?
Oh, you're awesome, Mr. Tail.
I'll leave it to you then, Mr. Tail. Following Mr. Tail's advice, HuoHuo made some preparations and then you head to Arm Alley as promised.
Well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me and I'm here to accept it.
We're here to fight. What's wrong with you people? Sending me a threatening letter? Who are you trying to scare?
We sent him a letter, that's it?
A threatening letter? What are you even talking about?
Oh, stop playing dumb. Didn't you slip this into my pocket?
Mr. Scott, a great sinner of arrogance and insolence.
It's not even her color palette, homie.
You have inflicted your twisted lust for power upon that innocent shop owner and insulted the extraordinary art of Xianzhou swordplay.
Also, is this just random cutouts? Like, is this like a serial killer message? jail!
We have decided to make you confess all your crimes in person. The time for change is now. Your twisted desires will be stripped away by us.
The writing is terrible. I wouldn't have understood it if you hadn't just read it to me.
What the heck did you just say?
Hey, who said that?
No one said anything. You must have imagined it.
You must be hallucinating. We're gaslighting you.
Well, enough for chit-chat. March 7th, I'm going to make you bark.
Why is that the
I
cut
didn't
phrase?
even
Okay.
see her draw her sword. Time seemed to freeze, and all I saw was a flash of green fire. In an instant, I remembered staring out at the sea as a child,
What?
glimpsing a faint green light through the thick fog, which turned out to be the home of that girl, Rakshmi.
Is this just the plot of Great Gatsby that Scott is experiencing right now?
Seriously, who lights a green lantern in their house? Those guys must be nuts. Why am I suddenly remembering these things? Is my life flashing before my eyes? Am I dead?
Perhaps. What if?
Looks like this is Scott's mind. I'd better find where his most twisted desires are lurking.
Damn, okay. Oh, we're doing things as tail now, okay. Are we about to see all of Scott's trauma? Wait a minute, last time we saw all of HuoHuo's trauma. Now I'm scared.
Scott, get your butt over here.
Oh, this guy looks just like his old man. Humans spent decades trying to heal their childhood traumas, and Scott might be no different.
What's with all the yelling on the weekend, Dad? We're sleeping.
Sleeping? How many times do I have to tell you? Do credits sleep? Does the free market sleep? Does the invisible hand sleep? Forget it, we'll discuss this later.
Oh, so he is just a plain capitalist.
Pafana's parents came by earlier. They heard about Pafana breaking his leg while playing Skydart, and they found out that you carried him to the hospital. So they decided to visit the father of their son's best friend.
So, Scott was kind-hearted as a kid.
You idiot! Aren't you and Pafana competing for the captain position on the Skydart team? Why are you befriending your own rival? And you even carried him to the hospital? You're such a caring guy, aren't you? Lyndon Scott, how many times have I told you that our Scott family crest is the Lone Wolf, and our family motto is no enemies, no friends, only prey. Would you carry your prey to the hospital?
Why does he sound like one of those, like, Andrew Tate Sigma dudes? Like, this is cringe.
Well, little Scott was pretty unfortunate to be born into such a family.
But, Dad, I broke his leg on purpose. If I hadn't taken him to the hospital, others would have suspected me.
Oh, never mind. He's just an awful kid.
Wait, what?
So that's how it is. Oh, gee. I'm so sorry, Scott.
What?
I shouldn't have scolded you. I apologize.
Bro, this is so messed up.
It's okay, Dad, because you're the best.
What is happening?
I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It seems his most twisted desires aren't here.
That's crazy that his most twisted desires aren't this one. Like, this is wild. Bro, this is so messed up. Oh my god, is this when he's old?
Scott Sr., you're suspected of accepting a huge bribe. Now come with us.
Ah, the old guy got caught!
I knew this day would eventually come. I only have one question, Captain. Who sold me out?
An internal tip-off. We're not allowed to disclose any details.
An internal tip-off. Most of those involved have neither the motive nor the evidence. Who could it be?
Did he betray his own dad?
It was me, Dad. I turned you in.
You? Scott? You're the one who turned me in?
Oh, man! This guy is heartless! The old guy looks like he's about to cry!
I'm so proud of you.
His whole family tree is so messed up. Like, bro?
Proud?
Dad.
Use me as a stepping stone to reach greater heights. Lyndon Scott, you are the pride of the Scott family. A true lone wolf. And your dad is so proud of you.
What? Bro, I don't know what's going on. His brain is so messed up.
I'll do as you've taught me, Father.
Oh, jeez, this guy is simply hopeless. His most twisted desires aren't here at all.
He's just a twisted person. Like, oh god, another person. What's going on? I'm scared. Every time there's a new thing, I'm
Scott,
scared.
My best buddy. I'm getting transferred to the Tartarian. Let's grab a drink after work.
This guy actually has friends? Maybe I can find something here that'll make him change his ways.
The Tartarian? That's the frontier fortification vessel, isn't it? You haven't slipped up at work lately, have you?
So it was you who meddled and got me transferred, right? No one else on our team has the skill to pull something like this off.
Come on! Why am I not surprised at all?
It couldn't be helped. Your position was so desirable, I had to make a move.
It's not just about the position, is it? There's also Rakshmi. No one will ever compete with you for her again.
Rakshmi? Glimpsing a faint green light through the thick fog. Could it be that Rakshmi is the love of Scott's life?
Is Rakshmi just supposed to be a play on words for Gatsby?
Please, promise me that you'll treat her well.
I love that these men are just talking about this woman without any context of the woman's consent. Like,
Of course, Ashavat. Go to the Tartarian without worries. I'll take care of her while you're away.
Seems like his most twisted desires are not here either.
I don't like him. I don't like him one bit, actually.
How long have we known each other, Scott?
Around 7 or 8 years? Why?
We've been working together for so long, and I just realized our hometowns are so close to each other. Talk about a coincidence.
Yeah, we never get a chance to talk about this stuff at the office.
Oh, I didn't realize Scott was actually a scumbag with a pure heart.
All these years, there's something I've been keeping to myself. Too afraid to tell you.
You like me, don't you?
Ew.
Why are you being so blunt?
Oh, well done, Scott. I like your straightforward style.
I don't know. I think if someone confronted me like that, it's like, oh, you like me. I'm just like, what if I don't? Like, good for you for your confidence, but like, maybe reassess yourself.
Yeah. I want to be your girlfriend, Scott.
Gotcha, Scott. Ooh, I found your weakness.
Gotcha! Gotcha off guard!
Wait, what?
I recorded everything! You know office romances are strictly forbidden in our department. Once I make this recording public, you'll never be able to compete with me for the specialist position.
Ew, he's so gross. Like, he would manipulate a person like that. That's nasty. I'm sorry. Like, this is not even just like being mean. This is just being absolutely diabolical. Like, he has no redemption, like, at this point.
What the?
Well, all right. That's exactly what I love about you, Scott.
Girly Pop, you can do so much better.
What the heck?
I'll step aside for you. But when the day comes that I surpass you in the same manner, I hope you'll acknowledge my intentions.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm a lone wolf, remember?
How did your father have kids, actually? Like, how did you guys do anything with this happening?
Oh, he's such a jerk!
I think jerk is too nice for someone like him, actually. Huh? Why?
Is that a wolf? Wait. No, that must be Scott himself.
Is that how he imagines himself?
The crown behind him must be his most twisted desire.
Why does it look like a gladiator helmet with, like, some Cocolia design?
Oh, finally, I found the depths of your hopeless soul. I'll strip away your twisted desires.
Who are you? This is my place. How did you get in here?
I can come and go as I please. Do I need your permission? Let me tell you something. In your quest to reach the top, you've trampled over everything that's decent.
It's all about success. I'm the pride of the Scott family, a certified lone wolf. I'll do whatever it takes to reach the pinnacle of life.
But are you truly happy?
Yeah.
You've sacrificed your family, your friends, and your love. All for those meaningless credits. Ask yourself, are you truly happy?
Crazy that Tail, out of all people, is the therapist in here.
Am I happy? Am I truly happy? Oh, I'm so happy! I'm ecstatic! You couldn't even begin to imagine how happy I am! Sacrificing my emotions? Ha! What a joke! What good do my emotions do me? Can they turn into a delicious meal or a glass of wine? Can they pilot a starship? Or buy me a mansion? So, answer me this. Do you think anyone would pay credits for my emotions? No way! But I can trade my credits for emotions. With enough credits, I can make anyone my friend.
Homie is so messed up.
This man is truly hopeless. Maybe I need to try a different approach this time.
But I'm not about to spend my hard-earned credits on something as pointless as emotions. I'm a lone wolf. A lone wolf from the Scott family, with no enemies or friends. Only prey.
Bring it on, Scott the Lone Wolf. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Oh, we're fighting as Tail? Oh, I have my own characters. We're fine. Are they all possessed? Oh, no. Can we stop bringing back this feature? I genuinely do not like the Heliobus feature. Mainly because I can't auto everything. But, you know what? Don Hung's taking care of everything. It'll be fine. Unless there's more.
The dead return!
Feeling spiffy?
I think just need like 2 attack. We'll be fine. Oh my god, what? Is he howling?
Not a scratch.
Bro is actually like an Andrew Tate like type character, and I don't know how to feel about it. He is so pathetic negative, you know, like actually what is wrong with him?
Feeling spiffy?
Specialist Scott! Specialist Scott! What's the matter?
Oh.
Specialist Scott, March 7th swung her sword, and something green entered your body. Then you froze and started muttering something. Are you okay?
Hey! March 7th! What did you do to Specialist Scott?
Nothing.
Me? I didn't do anything. Seriously. Mr. Tail, what did you do to Scott?
You didn't drain all of his emotions, did you?
Come on, what are you thinking? I just stripped away his most twisted desire. Watch what's about to happen.
Oh, Scott seems weird. Did you really make him change his ways, Mr. Tail?
Well, this is my first time doing something like this, so I'm not sure how things will turn out.
Homie said fuck around and find out, I guess.
You've managed to make a guy like him turn over a new leaf. You're amazing, Mr. Tail.
I'm even more amazing than you think. Look, it's kicking in now.
Specialist Scott, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about Scott's voice actor needing to do this in the booth, and it's so funny.
Specialist Scott, snap out of it!
What have you done to him, Mr. Tail?
I removed his twisted desires, and now he's genuinely trying to become a lone wolf.
Well, good thing that you're on our side.
Yeah, you'd ought to remember it's best not to make an enemy out of HuoHuo.
Aww, I love Tail protecting HuoHuo. Oh my god!
Don't bite me, Specialist Scott!
Oh my god! This is so much better than the oinking.
Run for your life! Specialist Scott has gone insane!
Several IPC workers take off immediately, and Scott pursues them on all fours.
Aw, I thought Mr. Tail would possess me and teach me some super cool heliobus swordplay.
You want to be possessed after seeing that, buddy?
Nah, I told you, I'm not really one for violence.
This brief interlude has concluded, yet March 7th's pursuit of the art of swordplay shall continue. March 7th is frustrated about how to improve her swordplay, but the Divination Commission's repository might have some texts that can help her. Is that you, Qingque? I don't think I've ever seen you taking the work so seriously before. It seems you have greatly misunderstood me. I'll have you know that I have always taken my job extremely seriously. I just happen to slack off for a few hours every now and then. Are you here at the Divination Commission to see the Master Diviner? We're actually here to see Master Fuxuan. What a shame. The Master Diviner is currently on business trip to Qingque Ending? Oh, so like a different ship? The Divination Commission seems so lonely without Master Diviner around. I'm not lonely. Look at all this never-ending work I have to keep me company. Wait, you're not planning on kicking back and drinking Star Taro bubble tea while you watch us divinations work ourselves to the bone, are you? And you make some ridiculous social media post about being just another day on the Xianxiu Laofu or something like, right? Are you okay? Is something happening? You've gotten the wrong idea, Miss Qingque. I came to the Divination Commission repository in search of an ultimate sword technique. You're looking for a sword technique? I don't know what you mean. You elaborate on the matter of the upcoming duel between March 7th and the IPC busybody. I don't know a thing about sword fighting, but if it's a book you're after, I can be some assistance. Counting on you. Hold on, you know the rules. But rules are not made to be broken, I guess. The Master Diviner has gone to Qingque Ending to meet with General Yao Guang face to face. However, she has already pre-planned our daily workload for the entire next month thanks to her planning for every scenario. As if that wasn't bad enough, you know the Alchemy Commission's new Cauldron Master, don't you? As soon as she started her position, she waved her hand and ordered the forbidden books confiscated from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were to be brought to the Divination Commission repository for sealing. Before I knew it, I was absolutely buried in work. I get the feeling that all these jobs have something to do with books. That's right, our smart little March 7th has already figured it out, I see. You've come to the Divination Commission in search of a book, and I'm in the process of organizing books here. Isn't it just perfect? It's almost as if I'm getting we'll be the best partners in the cosmos has ever seen. You get paid to work, we don't, buddy. As As if I could make a visitor work for me. You two would be here on an undercover visit to experience the daily life of the Divination Commission. Trailblazer, let's go. We can ask another diviner. Oh, wait! Of course I wouldn't just take advantage of you two like that. Rest assured, if you come and help me arrange these books, then you'll be given permission to look at all the volumes kept in the Divination Commission. There! You happen to come across a book recording secret sword techniques, then that's a win for you as well. Well, when you put it like that, there's no time to waste! Wait, let's leave here for now, and it's time for me to finish work. But doesn't matter if the Master Diviner is here or not. We cannot have rumors about the Divination Commission using exploited labor getting out. Next time, remember to find me during work hours. Qingque happily leaves the Divination Commission with a stiff intercept. Okay. She must be going to play Celestial Jade. Let's come and check out the Divination Commission again another time. The Divination Commission's repository holds many sole copies of the fragmented records on Cloud Knight's martial art techniques covering all sorts of topics. March 7 browsed the materials intently and after a long period of searching found something that could be of some use. Let me see, what have you found there? Look at this! Demon Binding Blade Technique! It looks like some of this book is missing, but it's clearly some kind of super powerful secret text. Take a look at what it says at the beginning of this Demon Binding Blade Technique. Does it say something like, if you wish to master this art, you must use your blade to take your own life? It does! What does that mean? It means that if you want to learn this school of swordsmanship, you'll have to harm your own body. Otherwise, learning this type of sword skill will cause you harm. In other words, it's like work. As long as you're involved in it, it'll harm your body. I hate that she's right, though. Would such an evil sword art be that strong? According Mr. C. Yen, it's very strong. What has the Cloud Knight sword technique got to do with Mr. C. Yen, the storyteller? Well, it doesn't mean that it's so dangerous that the word of it has become legend. Well, what about 99 Yang Incantation? Oh, I've heard about this one. Just from the name, you can tell this technique is the pinnacle of the Yang techniques. Using it grants the user amazing muscle development. Their height shoots at 8 feet, their waist also grows to 8 feet, and their arm circumference does too. No one can withstand a single blow from such a powerful physique. So are you still human after you master this? This is martial arts. All that matters is subduing the enemy and taking victory. Who cares if you're still human-shaped afterwards? Naturally, all powerful techniques come with the cost. Like, that sounds like a bad idea. I've always wanted to ask, who is it that sets these costs? I don't know, fate? Like, alchemy? Like you trade one thing for another, right? The majority of the incomplete texts in the repository are failed examples of martial research and development. Not only do they require combinations with forbidden potions like those found with the disciple of Sanctus Medicus, some of them even require all sorts of dangerous weapons. Of course, the martial research of our ancestors was always making progress. Look at this note here. It is possible to master 99 Yang Incantation while still maintaining your human form. It is possible? I want to see what this master has to say. I have indeed discovered a fascinating method. Unfortunately, I do not have enough space left on this paper and it will not fit. Wow. Why write it in the first place? What a con! Looks like finding a suitable ultimate sword technique for me is not going to be that easy. It's clear to me that you wish to subdue your enemies and take victory, yet you're still scared to take on risks of mastering the martial art. If you ask me, I don't think you absolutely have to accept these risks. After all, most people only fight to win an argument. I don't think that requires a huge cost. The heroes of Emerge's stories always rely on only intense training and great skills to defeat their enemies. Then their stories end happily ever after. Since when was reality ever that simple? Is that not realistic? Vengeance, grievances, envy, shame? Humans have many complicated emotions. Don't you think things in the real world are as simple as, I defeat you, you defeat me? If fighting could resolve everything, there would be nowhere near as many worries in the real world. Reality is so complicated. I'm a diviner after all. I've never believed in winning a battle means the problem is solved. It's getting late. Let's leave it here for today. It's time to clock out. Good work, you two. Let's see if we can find someone to join us for a game of Jade. Ah! Looks like we made no progress again today. Let's have another look next time we're at the Divination Commission. Oh, if it isn't the little sparrow's two little assistants. What are you doing here, Master Linksha? I previously learned from Chief Alchemist HuoHuo that many forbidden texts were lost during the Ambrosial Arbor's disaster, and it took a lot of work to recover them. The Alchemy Commission is not an organization that should be used to store forbidden texts, so I came here to discuss it with the Master Diviner. And then these forbidden texts became my job. I think I helped recover a few of these texts. I've heard you mention them before. I remember you were saying that some of them were quite dangerous and mysterious. They sounded like the ultimate sword techniques that we were talking about earlier. I'm not the kind to let others do all the work. I've caused you a lot of trouble, little sparrow. Let me help you with the organizing. Wow, thank you, Master Linksha. If I'd known you were such a kind leader, I'd chosen to go to the Alchemy Commission over the Divination Commission any day. Oh? I'll have to report that to the Master Diviner. No, please don't. Just get these books sorted and we can play a nice game of Jade together. As the group busied themselves and time passed silently, I can't read the next part. It's at this moment that the group noticed that nothing happened because I can't read the dialogue. Oh no! Master Linksha, please take a look at what happened to March 7! That girl must have accidentally opened one of the forbidden texts. Qingque, when you close the book up, I will prepare an incense to bring her to your senses. I'll handle the forbidden text now. Master Linksha, can I help at all? Go and sit Miss March up. She has slipped into an illusion caused by the forbidden text. You'll have to try to call her back with your voice. You lift the unconscious March 7 to a seated position. Her lips are moving slightly as she's trying to say something, so you close your eyes and listen closely to what she is saying. Trailblazer? March? This blade is now my tomb. The blade demon remains here alone. March, that never happened to you. Thousands of years! They pass like a dream! Before we know it, we pass on! When did you start spouting wisdom like this? A moment later, you managed to awaken March from the illusion, the help of Linksha. I see you finally awake, Miss March. I'm so sorry! I shouldn't have been so careless and let you come into contact with such dangerous objects. I'm fine. Thank you all for your concern. That book was called Solitary Shadow Sword Scroll. I see why you'd be curious, Miss March. In that book, I was the Blade Demon, and the Blade Demon was me. I once stabbed and wounded an honorable man in battle and could not escape my guilt. I both thirsted for more martial arts knowledge and felt trapped with my great sword skills. Finally, I sat meditating before the Blade Tomb before dying a tragic and miserable death. It seems like a long story for something that only took about half an hour. Although, when I got to the end of the book, it felt like the story was only half finished, so I was wondering if I could read it again. Miss March, this book is extremely dangerous. I understand. Miss March, please do not dwell on the book's story for now. Head back home and just focus on getting an early night. Then, next time you come to the Divination Commission, we can discuss it again, okay? Okay. Right. Once you're all recovered, I will get to the bottom of this. Miss March, can you tell me why it is that you want to read the Solitary Shadow Sword Scroll again? I originally wanted to find a powerful sword technique and master an ultimate skill. But after I read the Solitary Shadow Sword Scroll, how do I put it? I want to help him. I want to help the Blade Demon in the book. How would you help the Blade Demon, actually? I don't know right now. The Blade Demon made one mistake and his life was split in two. The first half he was a nobody, but he lived happily. And in the second half, he had mastered earth-shattering skill. He was racked with anxiety and miserableness. It's quite the common story. He left his martial arts mastery in these pages, waiting for the fated person to come along and pick it up. I can't help but feel like he wants me to do something. So it's your intention to rescue this story that was left abandoned in your pages of a book, young lady. Interesting. I can assist you. But you must first tell me what it is you intend to do, or I shall not agree. March, can you change the destiny of a man in the book? I mean, yes, if you write it in a different way, right? Unfortunately, I'm just a reader, not the author. Why is it that the Blade Demon was able to become such a master and yet never attain the satisfaction of a happy life? Damn, don't ask that question, that's for sure. Miss March, you remember the Immersia stories that we talked about before, don't you? These stories are always a combination of blessings and tragedy, using happiness in later life to make up for misfortune that was experienced previously. It's like adding a positive to a negative to return it to zero. However, we all know that beliefs like this are just blind optimism. Blessings are real and so is misfortune. That's right. Even when Blade Demon was able to master an ultimate technique, that would not change the fact that he regrets what he did in the past. It can be a bit of a Philistine sometimes. Though I sometimes long for the life of a hero, I always think to myself, maybe I'm more suited to a life that isn't fraught with danger, where I'm constantly surviving by the skin of my teeth. I think the story of living a complete yet unremarkable life is far more appealing to me than cutting someone's arm off and mastering a perfect sword technique before a blade tomb. Maybe that's what the Demon Blade wanted too? As a person in the book, his story is already written and cannot be changed. Fortunately, this is not destiny, and it's just the book. Actually, the author has no power over the order in which the reader reads the book. Miss March, I know where the second half of this book is. Try reading the second half of the book from the ending to the beginning instead. The author is long dead. The reader has the right to read their story however they like. I don't know. This doesn't sound like a good solution, honestly. Master Ling Sha, is this how I can rescue the story? Interesting. Let's give it a try. After making some time to prepare herself, March 7 begins reading the forbidden text. Though you do not know the story inside the book, you imagine it must be the story of a great master, something something. After some time, March 7 awakens in the solitary shadow source. Please let me read the dialogue. Oh my god. The forbidden text changed! Qingque's convoluted theory is a success! That's exactly the ending that the Blade Demon... No! I mean the regular mortal wanted! Oh, it's nothing special. It just means that the Blade Demon was Philistine like myself. Unfortunately, I lost all the skills that I learned from the sword scroll while I was reading it backwards. I didn't learn anything! Miss March, you read the book from start to finish, then finished to start. You did gain something. You gained a story. At least I now understand that blindly pursuing power doesn't necessarily work for my character. The repository is organized beautifully. I must thank you all. If there's anything that you need in the future, please just let me know. You actually have something? I'll tell you again, I don't know anything about sword fighting. Don't worry, Miss Qingque. What a twisted logic of yours. I know you'll be able to help me.
I'm going up against Scott soon. Do you know why I'm visiting you, Qingque?
Yeah, with you, me, and him here, the answer is pretty obvious.
Well, we can brainstorm ways to defeat Scott together.
But I know nothing about swordplay or duels. Now, if you're talking about playing Celestial Jade, that's something I might be able to help with.
Wait a minute. I've been playing with you a lot lately, right? I've actually picked up a few insights. For example, I've been thinking lately that just defeating Scott with my swords might not be enough.
You? Thinking? Head actually not empty? That's crazy.
Yeah? You don't really think I'm dumb, do you?
Do you want a slight answer to that, actually?
Well, here's the thing. Even if Scott apologizes, do you think he'd actually feel sorry for what he did?
Nah, it's more he's just honoring a bet. Whether it's apologizing or squealing like a pig, I doubt he'd do it willingly.
Remember when he barked like a dog? He definitely wasn't sorry then.
Exactly! He just wants to show off. which is why he picked Arum Alley as the venue.
You're right. Even though I'm not a fan, I'll help you figure something out.
Yay!
Why don't you fill her in on what happened at Arum Alley earlier?
Qingque listens to the whole story of Scott's intent with great interest. By the time you finish speaking, you notice that there seems to be a hint of anger on Qingque's face.
If being a workaholic were a disease, Scott would be in the ICU. It's okay to enjoy your work, but causing trouble in society is another story.
So, any suggestions?
I don't have suggestions, only an opinion. And that is, he's a hopeless workaholic. Come on, March. Let's go find it.
Oh, are you gonna yell at him?
Uh-huh.
Well, well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th. And who do we have here with you?
Before you start the fight, I have a few words for you.
Oh, is she gonna shit talk him?
Huh? Who do you think you are? Is it like a Xianzhou thing to just show up uninvited?
That's kind of racist.
It's okay if you don't know who I am. Introduce me to him.
Damn. This is the CEO of Dynasty Corp?
Don't freak him out. I work as the head of the Divination Commission most of the time.
Heh, what's so special about being a diviner from the Divination Commission? I'm a specialist at the Interastral Peace Corporation. Tell me, what makes you think you're so great? Do you have more minions than me? Or do you earn more credits?
Do you ever think of anything besides credits?
You may not be young, but your mindset is still that of a fresh-faced newbie who spends all their time on work while proudly proclaiming to love their job.
You! Shut up, you!
Ooh!
In my opinion, you enjoy playing the role of a joker, spouting off outrageous opinions just to seem objective and indifferent whenever you feel like it.
Oh my god, she's just roasting him.
Enough! Shut up! What do you know about me? Don't act like you know everything!
Wow. You really got under Scott's skin with just a few words.
Well, you almost got me. I'm here to have a duel, not to debate with you.
Scott got hit where it hurts. Dividers indeed not to be trifled with. Is this the really same heartless little sparrow we all know? More like one ferocious eagle.
I guess not. Eagle sounds about right. That's the spirit. Strike while the iron is hot.
Well, I know a thing or two about convincing Scott. Don't tell me we're debating. Stop, I do not want to debate. Negotiations! At the end of the negotiation, if your morale's higher to that equal to your opponent's, it's considered a successful negotiation. No! I don't want to do this.
Let me ask you something. Do you consider the IPC to be your family?
Of course I do! I have so many amazing colleagues there. Have you seen our structure? The Talent Motivation Department makes everything feel even better than family.
Tell Scott to ask his underlings, discuss the contributions and what he gets in return, ask about the Talent Motivation Department's perks. I mean, you can ask the underlings probably, see what they say.
Ask your underlings if they honestly feel like the IPC is their family. You consider them your family, but do they feel the same way?
Mr. Scott bosses me around as if he owns me.
Ooh.
I own you, and that's what makes us a family, right?
You have some messed up thoughts about what family is and isn't.
See, Scott? Looks like your bros have different ideas of what family means.
I heard even the lowest ranking tier point folks feel proud of the IPC's success and wealth. But when you really think about it, how much does the IPC's success and wealth have to do with you?
Of course it has something to do with me.
Then tell me, which of the IPC's achievements can you personally take credit for?
I was involved in the Arum Alley investment project. And right now, I'm in charge of these transport ships. They may not seem like big things, but they can't be done without me.
Question Scott's indispensability. Ooh, question about the importance of this transport ship security. No, you can be dispensable to the company.
Funny thing is, Arum Alley has actually been doing better since you left. As for those transport ships, do you really think no one else can handle it?
I just got unlucky with that project. If the IPC had listened to me, it would have been a massive success. And the shipping and transportation stuff, it's just impossible without me.
I've heard that the IPC's annual turnover is even higher than the total population of the capital of Passion. Even without you, they'd find other Scots to get the job done.
Do you find it hard to fall asleep without scrolling through your phone?
Oh?
Do you hit the snooze button every morning? Do you feel useless at work hearing your bosses complaining about your incompetence?
Jason, this seems a little personal. What happened, girly pop?
Enough! Stop it!
When you actually think about your life outside of work, only one word pops into your head, doesn't it?
Overtime!
Please, just stop it! Please!
You know, based on my work philosophy, I don't want to say you're not important. In fact, I'd say you are important. As an employee, you should take pride in living a good life for yourself, not just work.
But I don't have a life of my own.
Oop, well, that seems like a you problem. Ooh, convince Scott to quit his job is crazy. Imagine living a better life. Couldn't be me. I guess. Ooh, I want to ask him to quit his job. I think it'd be funny.
What has the cursed IPC done? They've turned a living, breathing human into a heartless machine. Scott, take my advice and leave the IPC.
But I don't have a choice.
Yes, Scott. You do have a choice.
Look at us, successful negotiators.
You consider yourself superior to others. You have no time for your own life. You lack empathy. You're always worried about being looked down upon, and your self-esteem stems from the status the IPC gives you. Do you really want to live like this forever?
That's so mean! Just an ordinary person struggling, trying to survive. Don't you feel a twinge of guilt saying nasty stuff like that?
No, actually, I feel absolutely no guilt.
Of course I do. Because I'm just an ordinary person too. Now, Scott, welcome back to the world of ordinary people. Mengming, the owner of the Sleepless Earl, went to great efforts to set up her shop. All so that workers like us can catch a break and find some joy in our lives.
A little bit of whimsy, one might say.
What makes you so different from her? How would you feel if you worked so hard to create something, only to have your boss wreck it and overwhelm you with unreasonable demands?
Oh, we were intending to defeat you in a duel and make you apologize to her. But now we see that won't work.
I see. I'll make a genuine, heartfelt apology to her. Enough. I understand. We don't need to carry on with this sword fight. I'm going to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl, and to everyone fully living their lives.
Wow, he suddenly gained empathy. Oh, have you forgotten about the squealing like a pig part?
Drop it. Scott is in the midst of introspection.
No, he still needs to suffer the actions of his consequences of his own actions.
Thank you, Miss March. You really are a hero. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be happy. I'll have some tea, read the paper, and explore the universe. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to apologize to the owner. Thanks. You've given me a lot to think about. As for this lousy job at the IPC, well, it's time for some serious contemplation. Catch you later.
Scott leaves Arm Alley with the bros and apologizes to his shopkeeper as Sleepless Earl.
I'm so tired. Haven't felt this exhausted in ages. You guys better treat me to something nice, March.
Of course. Thank help you, Master Qingque?
The brief interlude has concluded, yet March 7th's pursuit of the art of swordplay shall continue.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
March 7th is frustrated about how to improve her swordplay, but the Alchemy Commission might have some medicine that can help her. You are the two guests from the Astral Express, I assume? It is a blessed fate to have met you here. May I humbly introduce myself? I am Jiaoqiu, a healer from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. How may I address you?
I'm March 7th, and as for this one, he's always coming up with something new. Might as well let him do the self-introduction.
Galactic Baseballer? I'm your neighbor from the same ward? That's crazy! That's so messed up, I'm doing it.
He already said he's a healer, not a patient. And you're not hospitalized.
Oh, I have long heard of the many shenanigans of the Astral Express's nameless. If the lady is March 7th, this must be Trailblazer.
Was the process of elimination even necessary? I'm much more respectable than he is.
Wow, that's so rude. Do you actually? Like, wow, I'm baffled. It appears I have made a fox paw. Now then, may I ask what the respectable Miss March is doing on the healer's market?
Ahem. Xianzhou's medical skills have long been renowned across the galaxy. I was wondering if I could find any Xianzhou stories in immersion on the miracle elixir.
If I may remind Miss March, those who seek this elixir of life will usually likely attract the sinister likes of those such as the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. You elaborate on the matter of the upcoming duel between March 7th and the IPC Busybody. So, that's the case. I understand. A fight in 15 days is rather tight schedule. It's no wonder Miss March seeks the medicine. Since you have run into me, you shall not have to look any further. Oh wait, so you know all this?
Could you know where there could be a miracle elixir, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
I have heard tell of a martial artist on the Xianzhou Zhu Ming whose mother bathed him in miracle medicine since his birth. His body was rendered hard as steel, feeling no pain to all blows. I feel like that's a reference to Achilles, actually?
Seriously?
It was false.
False? I was listening to so intently too! Then, are there gentler ways?
I heard of a tower on Xianzhou Zhu Ming where a feline-looking celestial dwelled on top. Sword masters only had to consume a silkworm bean that it planted. They could instantly recover their most exhausted states and even go without food for 10 days. Is that the Senzu bean from Dragon Ball Z?
This one's good!
This is also false. Jesus Christ, March, you're kind of stupid, actually. You don't really know of any miracle elixir, do you?
Yeah, I'm not the type of girl who's easily pushed around, you know.
Please understand, I was merely testing your earnestness in seeking the medicine. This miracle elixir's shelf life is short after all. And what if you don't dare try it after I went through all the hard work to make it? Wouldn't that be a waste?
Shelf life? Are you making the medicine or food?
In Iranji School's medical theory, medicine is food, and vice versa. We are what we eat, so the right food for the right ailments would naturally cure us. Since you earnest in finding the right medicine, the next time we meet, I shall bring you the miracle elixir you want. You better not reject me then.
Reject? Don't worry, I'll never waste medicine that you worked so hard to make.
You can't tell your masters about what transpired today. If you agree, I shall get right up to collecting the ingredients. Farewell.
Sure. Goodbye, Mr. Jiaoqiu. He's kind of creepy, actually.
Jiaoqiu saunters off.
Can Jiaoqiu really make this a miracle elixir? We should clarify this next time we meet him.
March is slowly getting more Paimon-ish, my bad. Here it is, the miracle elixir you wanted. I've stored it in this thermal box for you.
What kind of medicine is stored in this box?
I had to leave in a hurry today, so I didn't make much. There's millennial ginseng with sauce, obsidian herbal jelly, and hand-shredded icy lotus.
Uh-oh! My food safety radar is blaring.
What is any of this? Ginseng is fine. Usually ginseng is used in like medicinal stuff for energy and stuff. This just sounds like a salad. Obsidian herbal jelly. There's like grass jelly and stuff like that, but I'm curious. I boiled and filtered obsidian ground paste and added donkey hide gelatin and finally added some cornstarch to congeal it. So it's like a mochi is what I'm getting at, but made out of obsidian.
How do you explain the obsidian then? You didn't really add rocks to it, did you?
The dish's color is black as ink and ebony jade, so I added rock sugar in case you got grossed out.
So, aren't these herbs pretty expensive?
It's not too expensive. Just about the price of a meal at a restaurant. Come on, Miss March. Please help yourself.
If you don't mind me saying, these dishes seem a little too creative. No, definitely no.
We agreed on previous meeting that I would bring you the medicine you requested. Please do not refuse.
Okay, I'll try it.
You and March 7th have an uneasy meal experiencing the real meaning of the school.
Delicious!
Is this really medicine?
It's so delicious! Mr. Jiaoqiu, you really must be a master chef!
I'm a healer. Chefs who don't want to be doctors aren't fit to be General Loyal's retainer. Wait, why am I even explaining this to you?
Then, will my swordplay improve if I eat all this?
Miss March, though the herbs I've selected are valuable beyond measure, they still are readily available for sale anywhere. At best, they can strengthen your constitution and replenish your nutrients. In other words, they won't help your swordplay much. This is different from the request. Basing off the herbs, they're enough to create the miracle elixir. There's an item in my inventory that can help with crits. Wait, what? This is so fourth wall breaky.
Who knows which trash can you rummage through to get these?
Are there herbs that can't be bought? That's the million-dollar question. You two are sincere in your medicinal search, and I've got a few dishes I wish to test, so it was mutually beneficial situation. I never promised that your skills would grow if you ate them.
I feel like I got cheated.
But I hear that there's a prescription aboard the Xianshou Lao food that isn't given to the public, only to the snake in the deep wood. A snake in the deep woods, what?
A snake?
That's right. It's a remedy used to feed spirit snakes. It's said that the snake used to be coated in gray-black, but continued to consumption on spirit fungi, ginseng, deer antlers, and other rare herbs for 2 decades. Its entire body eventually turned red.
The black snake turned into a crimson dragon?
That's right. The ebony snake consumed the spirit herbs and became a crimson dragon. Now that's a priceless herb. It is said that by imbibing the blood of a crimson dragon, imbibing as in imbibitor lunae, one can be born anew with the boosted strength. Hold on, we cannot repeat the mistakes that Dan Heng has made. Since I've already revealed this much, I'll give you another tidbit. Such a crimson dragon is stashed within the Alchemy Commission.
Really?
Shh! It is said that when dragons spew blood, life is returned to the shadows. This herb is a secret among secrets. Only the Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission is privy to its details. That's all I can say. Jiaoqiu saunters off. Homie! Leaving us with more secrets.
A crimson dragon that's been fed rare herbs? Let's ask around the Alchemy Commission next time.
Oh, if it isn't Trailblazer.
Oh yeah, this is the Alchemy Commission where the Lady Lakeshell works. I noticed the two of you walking around the healer's market. Is there something you wish to buy? Truth be told, when we came to the Alchemy Commission, Mr. Jiaoqiu of the Jiaoqing mentioned the Crimson Dragon was hidden in the Alchemy Commission. Crimson Dragon? Please spare no details. You tell Qingque about the appointed battle between March and Scott and the encounter with Jiaoqiu. A miracle elixir that can boost your skills? That rascal Jiaoqiu. Miss March, if the Crimson Dragon blood really existed, would you dare drink it?
I mean, would you dare, Trailblazer? Well, there's nothing to be afraid of. The apothecary's right beside us.
That's Trailblazer for you. A brave soul who dares venture where I do not.
Damn, she said I really did not want to do that.
Miss March's reaction is quite adorable, so I'll be frank. The Crimson Dragon that Mr. Jiaoqiu mentioned does indeed exist.
Oh, it does exist. Okay.
So, where is this Crimson Dragon, Master Qingque? The Crimson Dragon is nothing more than a guessing game concocted by Jiaoqiu. If I'm not wrong, the item you seek far and wide was right before you.
You're the Crimson Dragon?
Appropriate as an answer to a guessing game, no?
So what Miss Jiaoqiu wanted me to find was Lady Qingque's blood?
I have practiced my skills across the universe and consumed myriad of medicines for over a century, so I do fit the description of a Crimson Dragon. If you really wanted to, I can absolutely give some to you, Miss March. But the dose is what makes medicine poisonous. You can't just be focused on the advantages of a medicine and ignore the dangers of its poison. The Crimson Dragon blood is right here with me, so you'll have to contemplate this very carefully, Miss March.
March 7th quickly throws you a glance with anxiety, hoping you'll throw out some suggestions. Don't ask me, my brain's already got BSOD'd? I don't even know what that means. I mean, she kind of agreed. She's chill with it.
But I never thought that Master Qingque would be the Crimson Dragon. Mr. Jiaoqiu even said before that the Crimson Dragon spits blood. Its life will return to the gloom. Master Qingque does not have to take such a huge risk. Worry not, it's just a few drops. It won't cost me my life. I see you're struggling to make a decision. How about this? You can tell me your choice next time we meet. I will summon that dork who came up with this rotten idea to come forward and explain himself to me.
The rotten dork thing, Jiaoqiu. I love the little caption. Qingque gently saunters away. What's with everyone sauntering away?
Do I really need Crimson Dragon blood? I may have the answer ready next time I come to the Alchemy Commission. Hey, Jiaoqiu! You know what the Crimson Dragon you said is?
Lady Qingque has already sought me out. I also know how the matter roughly went.
It's your fault for spewing all that nonsense. I bet Master Qingque's reprimanded you harshly.
Oh dear, it's all my fault. But reprimanding aside, Master Qingque still asked me if you wanted the Crimson Dragon blood in the end.
Let me say it first. I've already thought it through. I don't need it.
But I said that Miss March is training. She'll definitely need it, so she had me bring a bottle for you. Jiaoqiu shakes the glass bottle in front of you, within containing about 500 milliliters of Crimson Dragon blood.
What? This much? Miss Qingque all right up there?
You really don't need it?
I really don't need it.
Since you're here, are you gonna drink it? Is there no one here who's questioning the hygiene issue? Let me drink it! Jiao, I shall cast off my human shell then. Jiao, let me drink it.
Trailblazer, do you want to surpass human limits?
Brave soul, take it. You drank the Crimson Dragon blood in one swig in front of Jiaoqiu on March 7th. Smooth and thick, the sweet juice aroma carries a hint of just something.
Jiaoqiu, stop teasing the both of them. This bottle just contains red sunset juice.
I read that as sunsetia, my bad.
Master Lingsha has such a strong sense of smell. I see now. This is some test that you two came up with to teach me some kind of lesson. You misunderstand us. I merely wish to see what adorable reaction you would have. Then, did I not obtain anything?
How could you say that, Miss March? Think about the herbal cuisine you ate. You received a well-balanced meal, a regular routine, and daily exercise. Finally, you achieved a healthy body. A well-balanced diet and exercise are more effective than some unknown miracle elixir. In Emersia, the miracle elixir, mutations, and unparalleled martial arts mastery, they're not so different at all. Just lazy tricks by creators to package a way to reap what one has not sown. Please do not fall for such parlor tricks. Man, they just came for like the nutrition and like bodybuilding industry, or at least like the steroids industry for a hot second.
But is there really no miracle elixir in this world?
You remember the legend of the Plague's author of leaving behind the fruit of longevity? There are miracle elixirs in the world and they've long had price tags on them, but I'm afraid we'll never be able to afford them.
I will remember this, but Mr. Jiaoqiu, I have one question. If you simply wanted to treat us to a herbal feast, then why couldn't I tell the two masters about it?
It was simply a psychological suggestion. Did you feel that the medicine was more effective after what I said? Huh. You know too many shams for a healer. The Realm Keeping Commission probably has many records of such fraudulent incidents. I simply am learning from the cream of the crop. Please do not worry, Miss March. If you need help defeating Scott, please feel free to look for me at the Alchemy Commission. I will definitely help you out, and definitely not avoid this entire situation. When the time comes, if you also require my help, I shall do so, Miss March.
Yes, thank you both, Mr. Jiaoqiu, Master Lingsha.
I'm about to duel with Scott, but I always feel like my fighting skills haven't improved enough. Can I really defeat Scott? Oh, I'm starting to worry.
Why is Bailu here, actually?
I mean, don't you have some miracle pills that can instantly unlock my meridians?
What?
Boost my cultivation and make me a super strong hero? You know, the kind where you just pop one and instantly become an invincible sword master.
This isn't the Matrix. Are you Disciple of Sanctus Medicus or something?
Hey! Don't say something like that in front of these healers! I don't want to end up in some Realm-Keeping Commission court!
Well, even though it's a risky idea, I'm glad you're finally willing to do whatever it takes to win, Miss March.
Hey, that's actually a compliment I don't want to hear.
We don't have any convenient pills like that. But if you just need a temporary boost for the duel, we might be able to figure something out.
I've made a bowl of Matsutake Longan white bamboo sparrow soup for you, Miss March. It's nourishing and will give you a good energy boost.
It actually sounds delicious. I want some too.
Hey now, this tonic is very potent. If you don't engage in any intense physical activity, it might do more harm than good.
Ah.
Can I drink half now and save the other half for later? Just in case Scott beats me, I can use it to recover.
Are you really that lacking in confidence, March? I was actually looking forward to tripling the fee when the IPC guys came in for treatment.
You don't know the half of it. Those IPC mechs pack a huge punch.
If it's just pain you're afraid of, I might have a solution.
Why? And also, I hate that Jiaoqiu is just constantly lurking in the background.
Here, this medicine is named Yabra. A tiny dose can numb the body senses and alleviate any sensation of pain.
What? First of all, why is it called Yabra? Second of all, it looks like a loofah.
Actually, some of the Cloud Knights use pellets which contain trace amounts of this ingredient. When you block pain on the battlefield, you have a better chance of beating your opponent and surviving.
Whoa, sounds incredible! But are there any side effects?
Probably a good chunk, actually.
No, not at all. We use it for surgeries in the Alchemy Commission. So what kind of side effects could it possibly have? It's just...
Just what?
For surgery? So like numbing?
Well, the thing is, pain is your body's way of warning you something is wrong. If you ignore it and push through, you might end up with some serious injuries without even realizing it. I had a patient who took some before a fight, only to realize that afterwards, his lower body was missing.
Oh, well that's actually pretty bad, isn't it?
Okay, enough. I'm not taking any medicine. I'll just tough it out.
We're all brainstorming ideas. Why are you so quiet, Dr. Jiaoqiu? Dr. Jiaoqiu! Jiaoqiu! March is about to face off with Scott. What are you doing?
Chillin'.
Oh, sorry. I heard March was planning to use some medicine against Scott, so I made some preparations.
Which is?
Well, it seems you're struggling to think outside the box. Sometimes weakening your opponent is just as effective as improving your own combat skills. It's all about innovation.
We are going to poison Scott, I see.
Oh, wait. Could it be that the Yaoqing people have some secret formula that could help me?
Exactly. This is the closely guarded secret of the Yaoqing's Rancha school. If it weren't for Miss March's upcoming battle, I would never divulge it.
Homie is talking out of his ass 100%.
Wait, do you plan on slipping Scott a laxative?
What? How did you figure that out? Looks like I'm too predictable.
Homie wants to make him take a Duke. Oh my god. Dr. Despicable is crazy.
What you call despicable, I call efficient.
Well, efficient of getting stool out from the body, I suppose.
Well, Dr. Jiaoqiu, are we really doing this? Shouldn't we defeat him in a more honorable way? Maybe we should just completely forget about this idea.
Huh? You don't agree with my methods? But it's already too late. Moza has already taken care of things.
Wait, how? Literally how? Where is he putting the laxative?
Wait, so while you seem to be playing with your phone, you were actually arranging things with Moza? Are all Yaoqing people as quick as you?
All right, it's time for the duel.
Homie skips over that. Oh my god.
I've got something else to do, so I'll be off.
Why is he so schemy? I love him for that. You're a little sly fox, aren't you, buddy?
He ran away! What should I do now?
What's done is done, March. We just have to keep moving forward.
Rest assured, we will come to Scott's aid if needed. Let's hope he's all right.
Let's go.
Ah, March 7th. You finally decided to show up. Bet you don't know how incredibly unpopular you are here in Aurum Alley.
What do you mean?
Unpopular? What are you talking about? Who in Aurum Alley wouldn't like a cheerful and adorable young lady like me?
Oh, I've caught wind of the gossip. They're just scared of Yangqing and Yunli's power, so they don't have the guts to speak up. Guess what? A brave soul approached me in secret earlier, encouraging me to defeat you and seek revenge for all the people in Aurum Alley. And you know
Who,
what else?
Moza?
He gave me and the guys a big pot of his special medicinal soup to drink, so we can come at you with triple the energy.
And triple the Dukes, apparently.
Well, they do sound like a brave soul.
So you guys, took it all?
Of course we did. That soup was surprisingly delicious. Who'd have thought, in a cold and indifferent place like the Law Fu, we'd find something so heartwarming?
Mm-hmm, sure.
All right, enough talking. Let's go, boys. That delicious medicinal soup will give us the strength to win.
Don't push yourself too hard. Just leave if you can't handle it.
Spare me your fake concern.
What is gonna happen?
My stomach hurts. What's happening? Mine hurts too. Could it be that something was wrong with that soup?
Those vile shit!
Oh, not good. I think last night's dinner's about to make a grand exit. I gotta go to the bathroom. See ya!
Stop there! Don't you dare run away!
Sorry, but I can't hold it any longer. I really...
Spare me the details! Just get out of here!
So painful. I'm seeing things. The Astral Express is racing away.
White Tiger, let's go!
Curse the Astral Express! You're not allowed to
Oh my god! Oh. Homie is struggling. So is the middle one supposed to be Scott? Like, didn't he also take the laxative? So wouldn't he also be suffering right now?
White Tiger, less carbs! Watch
What does it say? Hold on. I want to see what this... Oh, it doesn't tell me? Damn. What happened to my other abilities, though? They're just not here. I love that it says diarrhea, like, straight up.
I lost. I am defeated. You fight too dirty, March 7th. You are truly despicable.
Oh, you'd better go to the bathroom.
No, I don't need to go to the bathroom anymore.
Oh, he took a shit in his pants. That's what happened.
Ooh.
That is disgusting. I feel like that's more embarrassing than anything else that's happened. I guess we all did fight a bit too dirty. Actually, you know what? What about this pig squealy part? You're literally rolling around in shit.
Let's just forget about that part. He's already in such a sorry state.
I have one last thing to say, March 7th.
Fine. Give me a piece of your mind if you want. I admit it. I was kinda out of line.
You've earned my respect.
What the actual fuck?
Wait, what?
March 7th, you're the first person I've ever known who's just as despicable, cruel, and as heartless as me. But this time, you outdid yourself, being even more vile, more ruthless, and more unscrupulous than ever. I accept my defeat.
But maybe you should have just gone to therapy, buddy.
Maybe we'll actually become real friends someday. If you want to come and work for the IPC, I'll gladly write you a recommendation letter.
Your compliments make me so mad. Can I give him another beating while he's down?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. I don't have the strength to fight back anyway.
A single drop of icy tear, finally succumbing to uncontainable sorrow, escapes from the corner of the man's eye.
Forget it. I don't kick people when they're down, even if they annoy me.
Guys, fellas, anyone else who could still move? Help me!
Several IPC workers who can still move rush into crowd and carry off Scott and his uncontrollable amount of shit.
Maybe we should try something more honorable next time.
It wasn't my idea. It was all that pink-haired fox acting on his own. All I did was, well, kind of engage in free-form sword fighting.
This brief interlude has concluded, yet March 7th's pursuit of the arts swordplay shall continue.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
March 7th is frustrated about how to defeat the mech, but the Artisanship Commission might offer her some inspiration. Hey, Trailblazer, and what's her name again? March 7th, am I right? A Stellaron Hunter? The fact that you're here, does that mean the Xianzhou is again? Don't be so paranoid. I'm not an infectious virus. It's our downtime now. I'm not on any script or any mission. I suggest you pretend that you've not seen me. The real Silverwolf would never be here. Oh, you're right. What you see is nothing but a hyper-realistic hologram projection. I'm here at the Xianzhou to meet a veteran player at a game in person. It has nothing to do with you. Oh. Qingque? Can you still call that in person when you meet him via holographic projection? Don't sweat the details. What about you two? Taking a stroll in the Artisanship Commission? Well, the IPC mechs are automatons too, so I was hoping to find some inspiration here on ways to defeat the IPC mechs. Inspiration to defeat IPC mechs? I've got plenty of time now anyway. How about explaining the situation? Silverwolf trying to help? Oh, this is the only one that says Busybody Scott. Hey, why am I a busybody too? Huh? That's it? What do you mean that's it? Are you looking down on me? My, behold the youngsters these days. I've been standing here for a considerable duration, and yet not a single soul deigns to acknowledge my presence. Are you the veteran player? Yes, I've been playing Ethereum Wars for a long time. I've got the information you wanted, but... If it's something important, should we excuse ourselves? It's fine. You can stay if you're interested. Some time ago, an Ethereum Wars player posted that they had captured a rare double-type Aether Spirit. It has stats of Mechanical Aether Spirit and Aberrant Aether Spirit. In other words, his rare spirit appears to be a mechanical soul with an aberrant Aether Spirit, causing deviation in Ethereum Wars system judgment. So, I consulted Master Guangzhi, who is more experienced and knowledgeable, and now we're here to discuss the matter. So you mean rare Aether Spirits do exist? It's like a holographic cards in a card collection game. These hardcore players will never miss out on them. I did mention an automaton, but these rumors of mechanical souls simply don't hold up under scrutiny. They're utterly unbelievable. You're simply wasting your efforts here. What's there not to believe? There were plenty of strange things happening in the cosmos. Let's cut straight to the chase. What about the automaton gatekeeper? I have good and bad news. Please don't tell me the bad news is that the automaton gatekeeper is gone. You're right! It was automatically seen as a faulty machinery and it was thrown into a scrap heap. The good news is there's still hope of finding it. I knew things would not be that simple. Seems like the two of you are interested in a rare Aether Spirit too. I'll be here for some time. If you wish to look for me, you can try your luck here. We'll take our leave then. See you around! Silverwolf, Holographic Projection, and Master Gongshu have left. A rare automaton gatekeeper? That could probably give me some inspiration. Perhaps we can come to the Artisan Commission and ask Silverwolf about it next time. Hey, perfect timing. Master Gongshu has found the scrapped automaton gatekeeper for me. Unfortunately, it has lost even its most basic programs, not to mention its mechanical soul. To find out whether a mech has a soul, you can ask Mr. Skrillum directly. Maybe he'd actually know the answer? I want to find the Aether Spirit, not a philosophical answer. Also, are you telling me to ask him politely? Impossible. Rhetorical question. How can a butterfly be born from dead leaves? What? He isn't the one blocking 76 of your game accounts. It's crazy. Hey, shut it. You can block your game account too. You want to try it? What should I do now? Have you asked Master Gongshu? What did he say? He is a practical man. He doesn't believe in the theory of mechanical souls.
Have you heard of the Mechanical Soul School? They're one of the countless extinct schools of the Intelligentsia Guild, active before the Emperor's War. The scholars claim that every machinery has a soul within it from the moment it was created on the product line, but it's limited by its hardware, has no way of expressing it, similar to human beings. Then it came out that a whole mystical ritual to communicate physically with the machinery, but everyone thought they were crazy. Rumors said that all members of this school were killed in the Interstellar War, but guess what? The mothership that encountered the ambush returned to their home planet. Wouldn't that mean someone survived? No one survived. It was as if the mothership had a cheat code. Took over the vehicle, fired the weapons, and piloted on its own. Even escaped the engagement zone and brought the bodies of the scholars back to the home planet. Oh, is this a reference to like HAL 2000 or something like that? None of the victims have witnessed the mechanical soul, yet proved its existence. Just complex AI, it could be. Yeah, that makes sense. A human soul might just be another form of AI. What about you? Where do you stand? The real unknown should not be explained by knowledge. Okay, so enigmata path, or there's a rational explanation for all irrational phenomena. I feel like I'm more towards this path, honestly. Oh, so that's what you believe. March 7th, what about you? Do you believe in the existence of mechanical souls? The airship moved on its own and brought its owner's remains back home? If mechanical souls do exist, wouldn't that be romantic? If we meet a kind-hearted mechanical soul, maybe it would be willing to teach me how to defeat the IPC mech! I almost forgot you're still looking into that matter. After all, I'm born with a strong sensibility to spirits. I'm sure the mechanical swords would be willing to communicate with me. Oh, that's it. March 7th, thank you. What? Did I say something? Mechanical Soul School left a record of their mechanical seance arts. This means I can transfer its soul to another automaton. Ah, the mechanical soul shall bless me with its presence. It's better to try these unorthodox shamanism stuff than to sit here and watch the scrap. Let me check out the guide for mechanical seance art, and then ask Mr. Gongshu to prepare an automaton. Do remember to come and join the ritual. Before Silverwolf can finish her sentence, her holographic projection vanishes. Summoning a mechanical soul for automaton? Oh my, I feel like my brain's getting fried. We should return to the Artisan Commission and see what happens next time. What took you two so long? So Master Gongshu is here too? Seems like he also... Don't regard me with that expression. I remain steadfast in my disbelief in the existence of mechanical souls. But you came in the end. In preparation for the seance art is done. Next, I just need to key in these in order and we're good to go. She seems to completely treat this as a game! First, we need to chant the prayers to guide the mechanical soul. I'll leave that to you, March 7th. Oh, huh? Why me? Didn't you say you got a strong sensitivity to spirits? So you do it. You take care of the metaphysical part, while I take care of the physical part. Fine! Oh, solemn and mighty mechanical soul, we call upon thy presence. May thou guide our spiritual structures, the wandering soul at this place, echoing in riveted joints and components. What nonsensical mechanical prayer is this, actually? Don't interrupt, let her finish. May the milling machine be thy vessel to live forever in the world of forges and gates. The seance lasts for half an hour, and there's still no reaction from the automaton gatekeeper. On the contrary, there's something odd about March 7th, who's an overall ambiance. Did you hypnotize yourself? Gongshu! Gongshu! Don't forget Asu! Oh no, what's going on?
Shouldn't I be asking you? Don't ask me. I don't know either.
Aceu, your best friends.
Aceu? March 7th's eyes suddenly regain her luster, wiping off the lifeless experience from moments ago.
Why are you all staring at me? What happened? Did the seance succeed?
I reckon it's a success?
Huh?
Though I can't be too sure whether we succeeded. Now that I'm certain it's a failure, Master Gongshu, what's Aceu? I never thought I'd hear this name once more. Come on, don't keep me in suspense. Aceu is a toy that I did not complete, thus it never came into existence in this world. That's why its form remains a mystery even to me. In fact, I'm uncertain of what it even is. Since it's an incomplete toy, why don't you complete it to find out? But I can no longer make it. I heard you're quite an enthusiast of all sorts of games, aren't you? It's only a matter of time before you find yourself knowing too much, playing too often, and contemplating too deeply. That's usually when the spark for gaming fizzles out. Nowadays, I find it increasingly difficult to focus on the things that once ignited my passion. Don't forget your best friend Aceu!
Regardless of the psychological resistance that you have, this is not a matter decided by whether you want to do this or not.
Even if I were to craft it now, it wouldn't be Aceu.
I believe that people change, but there's not always an immutable aspect within each individual. Just now, you immediately recognize the name Aceu. It deserves a testament to its unforgettable nature. Don't forget your best friend, Aceu.
Silverwolf's holographic projection disappears and Master Gongshu leaves the place silently.
Trailblazer, can you understand Master Gongshu? I can't. Let's return to the Artisanship Commission and ask about it again next time.
You two are finally back. Oh yeah, you feel anything abnormal after you returned home that day, March 7th?
I guess not, but recently I had the feeling that mechanical spirits and I are one. As if my thoughts, consciousness, and desires can be extended and even controlled remotely.
Stop right there. This means you're completely normal. I've been here the whole time, yet not a single soul deigned to acknowledge my presence. Okay, where's Aceu? When I returned home that day, I impulsively began sifling through my cabinet, where I stumbled upon Aceu's design.
So what does Aceu look like?
Upon reviewing my blueprint, it finally dawned on me that Aceu is nothing more than a ubiquitous cycrate. The thing you've long desired to make was just a cycrane? In my early days as a naive apprentice, my ambition was to fashion an impressive cycrane. I harbored countless lofty ideas, yet in the end I failed to realize any of them. I dared not let my master catch me indulging in mere toys. As time went on, I found myself consumed by other obligations. Initially, I pushed aside the notion of get it made, reassuring myself that I would attend to it once I had more time. But by the time I finished my work, the desire to see it through had faded away entirely. Subsequently, I transitioned to the role of an artisan. My schedule afforded me ample time. However, each time I geared up to commence work on it, the nagging question would stealthily resurface in my mind. Do I truly desire to craft a mere toy? As a result, I lost all enthusiasm and found myself unable to proceed. Individualism of adulthood can be dulled by the weight of reality? This is a big oof. Repressing desires over an extended period of time can eventually lead to their dissolution. The first one hits harder. It would be so simple to create, yet took me such a long time. Witnessing what you have all achieved and how you showed me for what I once deemed impossible has prompted me to try again, for the sake of all of you. Master Gongshu dramatically pulls out a cycrane. I cast aside all distractions,
dedicating myself solely to the task of bringing it to completion, and at long last, after so many years, I have succeeded in crafting my HuoHuo. Adulting is hard. Miss March 7th, don't you want to be an adult? I can't imagine how I will be as an adult. What about you? It's suffering. We're all suffering in this house. And that's what it is. Adulting is just suffering and realizing the consequences of your actions. Even if you had no actions to have submitted to begin with. Did that make sense? I don't know. Let's just go with that. I don't want to be a grown-up ever. Despite my centuries of experience, upon finishing the toy, I found myself feeling akin to a teenager. It appears the boundary between adulthood and childhood is blurred, if not non-existent. I think I can understand that. So, Cycrane's mechanical soul indeed once existed in the body of that automaton gatekeeper. Unfortunately, its essence flew away. I never thought you were a bard. Suddenly, you are Venti. Do you need me to put it in simpler terms? I mean, my rare Aether Spirit is gone. At least you can replicate HuoHuo's Aether Spirit as a keepsake. Well, I guess there's at least a guarantee in the pulls. Damn, not the guarantee. What did you try to win the 50-50 on Cycranes? Silverwolf replicates HuoHuo's Aether Spirit and is surprised to discover that it has both mechanical and something spirits. Oh, a double rare type. Does that mean it's success? What it's saying from Xianzhou, in the Mountain of Doubt, no escape is found. Rare stats, they can't be bound. When did Xianzhou have such a saying? I'm sure you're just making it up. Great! Master Gongshu completed his HuoHuo and you founded your rare Aether Spirit. Only my answer remains unfounded. Are you still worrying about that sword showdown? Fret not, I'm your answer. Come and find me and I'll give you your answer. That's a deal! You need to help me. Don't worry, leave it all to me.
I'm going up against Scott soon. I'm so nervous.
Nervous about what? Dealing with a few IPC minions is just a walk in the park.
But Scott will definitely use the IPC's mechs. There's no way I can take them down with just a couple of swords, right?
Why are you doubting yourself suddenly? It wouldn't be a problem for Yanqing or Yun Li.
Masters could handle them for sure. But isn't it asking too much of a poor little rookie like me?
I had no idea her nails were painted. Wait, that's kind of cute.
Why focus on piercing the armor? For hackers, the ideal way to win is to infiltrate the opponent's system. Here, give me your sword.
No one has any idea what Silverwolf did to Mark 7's sword.
All right, you've been enhanced. Go for it.
What did you do?
You'll understand once the duel begins.
Oh, did you put like a Trojan horse or something on it?
So, I can defeat him just like that?
Yeah, there's a Xianzhou proverb for such an occasion. Know yourself and know your enemy, and you'll never have to sleep in the doghouse.
You made up the second half, didn't you?
What do you know? Just let sleeping dogs lie. Anyway, now's not the time for discussing Xianzhou sayings. You've got bigger fish to fry. Go and show Scott what you're made of.
March 7th, you're late. Here I was thinking you were too chicken to show your face. I was thinking I might have to track you down and settle the score.
Too chicken? I was giving you the chance to back out. But you're actually insulting me now. You cheeky...
You ride a chain everywhere. Delays are to be expected every once in a while.
Making excuses for being late like it's no big deal. If you worked under me, I'd personally make you regret it.
I'm sorry, have you ever experienced the MTA? Because it is a time, honestly.
I wonder what Silverwolf did to my sword. Can I really defeat Scott?
Don't worry, dear Miss March. Rest assured, we will win.
Did you put one of your tiny little bots on there?
Whoa! My sword is talking.
Greetings, Miss March 7th. I am the Tactical AI Prome, parentheses, Learning Edition, close parentheses.
Unpaid crack
My purpose is to aid you in overcoming adversaries.
Bro, Silverwolf is so real for that. Can you enhance weapons?
Quite the opposite, actually. When Silverwolf installed me into your sword, her terrible wielding skills reduced the sword's impact resistance by 12%.
Wait, is it wielding or welding? Because I think it's welding, as in like metal making and fixing, versus wielding as in to hold a sword.
But please, do not worry. I'll help you secure victory.
How exactly are you going to defeat him?
Silverwolf has told me, know yourself and know your enemy, and you'll never have to sleep in the doghouse. The moment your sword touches the enemy mechs, I will upload a small virus onto their operating systems. So go ahead, strike your opponents with your sword.
Is this a smart idea to be talking about this while the enemy is right there?
Did I just hear her sword talking? Are my ears playing tricks on me?
Hey, take this! Did it work?
Before March 7th can even assume her sword stance, Prome, the tactical AI in her hand, has already flown out, homing in on the IPC mech like a cruise missile, and lodged itself in its vital point.
Operating system rebooting. Program failure detected.
What's happening? My mech! What did you do to my mech, March?
I don't know.
Higher authority command recognized. Entering combat mode.
Now it is time to fight, dear Miss March.
Oh no! Boys, they've taken control of our mechs! Get ready for battle!
Oh, am I battling them?
I'm begging you! These mechs are cheap!
Oh!
Please don't break them!
Am I the mech?
Sure thing. Provided you do not fight back, the mechs will remain undamaged.
Oh my god, we're actually the mech!
This cyber swordplay is amazing!
Wait, no, I wanted the burst! No!
Specialist Scott, they're controlling our mechs! There's no way we can defeat them!
Ha! If we fought fair and square, you might call this a sparring session. But March 7th, your actions today have blatantly crossed the last line of the law. You injected a virus into the IPC mechs and took control. That's an infringement of the IPC's intellectual property and assets.
Does that count as property infringement? Actually, I don't know if viruses count under that law.
I'd be more concerned about yourself, Scott. Why were you storing your private data on an IPC computer?
Okay, actually, because that's terrible. Like, what's in there, actually?
Private data? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. Someone stashed, very sussy things on his computer. That's all I'm hearing.
No idea, huh? I noticed you paid a hefty sum for the end-of-life data deletion service, so I'm guessing there must be something worth seeing.
You!
Oh.
Stop! Stop right there! That's private! Who told you you can invade my privacy? Just stop it!
What were the terms again, March?
Scott, you need to immediately apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. You'll need to shout, IPC mechs are a total joke, and print that on every mech on your transport ship. Oh yeah, almost forgot. You have to squeal like a pig.
That's pretty much the same as barking like a dog, right? He's already barked like a dog. Players are bored of it. Let's come up with something new. How about singing the Soul Glad jingle, but with a pig squeal?
Players?
Oops, I meant all of us. Sometimes I get carried away playing games. Just a slip of the tongue.
Just a little Elios moment or something.
Fine, you've got me. I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault for causing trouble and making a scene on purpose. And then, just wait a second. Oh, how did that stupid song go? Oh, right.
Why is it taking 3 years to load is my question.
IPC mechs are a total joke! Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink.
Oh my god, he's actually doing the whole thing. That is crazy.
He actually sang it twice. Talk about being committed to providing a service.
Specialist God, I found something! This woman! She's a Stellaron hunter!
I'm sorry, the way that she said this woman.
What? No wonder she was able to effortlessly hack into our systems!
Oops, you caught me. Since my cover's blown, it looks like I'll have to resort to social obliteration to keep you quiet. The overbearing mech falls in love with me. Romance of the inorganic empire. Wow, your taste in entertainment is really unique.
Is he reading fan fiction?
I'm sorry, I'll be on my way.
Uh-huh.
But boss, why don't we take this chance to catch her and claim the reward?
Why? Because if you don't leave now, you'll be socially obliterated too!
Hold on a sec. Before you leave, let me give you a piece of advice.
What?
You should have faith in cloud technology.
That sounds like an awful idea, actually. This is probably gonna work in her favor.
You just don't get it! Humanity will never feel secure by putting all their faith in an ever-changing network!
Oh my god, I actually agree with Scott for once. Scott leaves Aramali with his subordinates in a panic.
This victory has nothing to do with swordplay and everything to do with the power of technology.
I've learned another Sanjo saying, though my hands are empty, my heart wields a blade.
What does that even mean? And that is every single one of these done.
Wow, your handwriting is so beautiful. Can you teach Mr. Tails sometime?
Hey, this little one is getting cheeky. Now you're being sarcastic with me, huh?
What are you writing, March?
I'm writing a letter to the Astral Express. It's been a while, and I thought I should let them know that I'm safe and sound here. You know that poem from the Cienjo, right? We like March. Her shoes are purple. She is new and high.
March, I don't think that poem is about you.
Huh? Writing a letter just to let the crew know you're doing all right? Do you guys not have phones?
That lacks a sense of propriety. I'm not just writing a letter. I'm writing a handwritten letter. I've got to show them I'm really on the Cienjo.
I mean, it's about the novelty.
You should also tell them about our glorious victory.
I didn't skip work to watch you write a letter. Come on, let's play Celestial Jade together. Hurry up! Hurry up!
Just give me a sec. I'll play with you once I'm done. Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Cienjo Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going?
Aw, that's really cute. So, like, it kind of alters the ending once you have all the people in there. That's really cute. Well, that's all done. I guess March is a swordsmaster now.